Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Enjoy the fanfic, and let's begin part 4. Streets of Konoha, nighttime. The moon loomed over Konoha as people soon populated the streets. As people entered shops and stores, most couldn't resist staring at a certain blonde and his brunette companion. As they walked through the streets, the brunette couldn't help but sneer. Man, I have never been so angry at my own village before, Kurenai said to him. Naruto sighed as they continued to walk. It's the reality, Kurenai, but I will change that reality as I make Sasuke squirm, Naruto said to her. Kurenai nodded as they decided to ignore the glares and shunshined out of sight. Kurenai's apartment. As the couple appeared in front of Kurenai's house, they could only stare at the door as they tried to figure out what to say. After a few minutes of silence, Kurenai decided to open the door. Naruto soon looked up and smiled. Are you going to be okay, Kur-chan? Naruto asked, a little worried for Kurenai at the moment. Kurenai soon stopped as she turned to Naruto. It made her smile that he was so worried about her. Kurenai smiled as best she could and nodded. Yes, Naruto-kun, I am going to be just fine. I will see you tomorrow. She asked him. Naruto looked at her and shook his head. Sorry, Kur-chan, but I found out who my mother is and that I am going to look for her tomorrow, Naruto said to her. Kurenai looked down, but shook her head. Oh, okay, Naruto-kun, Kurenai said, a little sad that she wouldn't be able to spend time with Naruto tomorrow. Naruto sighed as he decided to walk away. As he reached the stairs, Naruto's eyes grew wide in realization as he stormed back. Hey, Kur-chan, Naruto said to her. Kurenai looked at him in confusion, wondering why he was back. Yes, Naruto-kun, she asked him. Naruto smiled as he looked up at her. Do you want to come with me? Naruto asked her. Kurenai soon looked at him and brought up a thinking pose. Sure, I would love to go naturally, but I have to train my Shino and Hinata for the month, Kurenai thought. Kakashi had suddenly dropped the 2 genin on her as he told her that he didn't have the time to train them and would be training Sasuke. Kurenai sighed, but did agree to train them for the month. Naruto smiled as he seemed to be reading her mind. If it's Shino and Hinata that you're worried about, then you can bring them also, Naruto said to her. Kurenai soon slammed a fist into her palm. That's right, I could do that. I could say that it was for training and we could help Naruto-kun at the same time, Kurenai said in her thoughts. Naruto watched as Kurenai went through various emotions and faces. Kurenai went from confused to thinking to sad to happy. Man, I haven't seen anyone go through their emotions like that except me, Naruto said to himself. Naruto watched as Kurenai smiled and nodded. Yes, I can do that, Naruto-kun, when are you leaving? Kurenai asked him. Naruto soon smiled as he grabbed Kurenai's hands, almost making her blush. I am leaving with Sum-chan and Anko-chan at 4 o'clock p.m. Don't be late, Naruto said to her. Kurenai nodded with a smile as she closed her door. See you tomorrow, Naruto-kun, Kurenai said to him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he shunshined home in a whirl of fire. Namikaze compound. Naruto appeared in front of his house as he saw that the lights were on. Naruto smiled as he walked up to the door and opened it. I'm home, everyone, Naruto yelled. Naruto was soon tackled by his snake mistress as he got his bearings. Nice to see you too, hubby Harem, Naruto said to her. Anko nodded with a smile as she gave him a quick kiss on the cheek, almost making her tail sway behind her. So how is Nai-chan? Anko asked him. Naruto smiled as he got up. He soon graced his hand across Anko's cheek as he looked at her. She is going to be fine and she is coming with you, me, and Sum-chan tomorrow along with her squad, Naruto said to her. Anko nodded with a smile. So we are look for Kushina tomorrow? She asked him. Naruto looked at her and nodded. That's right, Anko, so go get packed and please tell Sum-chan for me, okay? Naruto said to her. Anko nodded as she ran upstairs. Naruto soon looked around to see that almost everyone had gone to sleep. Naruto chuckled as he roamed the house. Okay, either everyone drained themselves training or they all fought Shizu-chan and got their butts kicked. Either of these, but I have no idea, Naruto said as he decided to go upstairs. With Anko. Anko roamed the room as she looked for Sum. Anko was quite happy to go out the village for a while as her tail swayed, showing her happiness. I can't wait to leave, Anko said as she came up to Sum's room. Anko smiled as she knocked on the door. Sume soon smiled as she got up from bed and went to the door and opened it to see Anko. Hey Anko, what's up? Sume said to her. Anko smiled as she looked at Sume. Soon we are leaving with Naruto-kun, myself, you and Nai-chan tomorrow, Anko said to her. Sume smiled as she sighed. I take it he got her to agree then? Sume asked in an excited tone. Anko nodded. Yup. So get packed for tomorrow. We leave at 4 p.m. tomorrow, Anko said to her. Sume nodded as she closed her door to get packed. Anko soon ran to her room as she felt excited. Time to pack, Anko said as she closed the door to her room. Naruto smiled as he walked upstairs. He could hear the conversation between Anko and Sume as he came upstairs. Naruto could also hear Sume hum as she packed her clothes and some weapons to take with her. Naruto smiled as he headed for his room. As he entered his room, he could see Shizune on the bed reading a book called Introduction to Torture. Naruto smiled as he stayed at the door. No, hello Shizune-chan. Naruto asked her. Shizune looked from her book to see her blonde at the entrance. Oh sorry Naruto-kun, but this is a real great book. Did you know that if you slice the stomach open and quickly repair the skin, you can cause the acids to fall out and literally burn the victim, causing unimaginable pain? Shizune said to her in a more than eccentric tone. Naruto smiled as he took off his clothes and went to get his pajamas. No, I didn't know that Shizune-chan, but that sounds very interesting, Naruto said to her in a demon-like chuckle. Shizune nodded as she set her book down. She soon walked over to Naruto and wrapped her arms around the blonde Hanyu. Be sure to bring her back Naruto-kun. I would really like to see my mother-in-law, Shizune said to him. Naruto simply nodded. I will bring her back Shizune-chan, count on that, Naruto said to her. Shizune smiled as she kissed his cheek. Naruto chuckled as he accepted her love. As Shizune pulled back, she went back to her book. Naruto soon laid in the bed and went to sleep. Next morning, 9 o'clock. Naruto soon stirred awake as his eyes adjusted to the sunlight. Naruto turned to see Shizune sleeping next to him. Naruto smiled as he kissed her cheek, causing Shizune to mumble a little before settling down back into her dream. Naruto soon got out of bed and went to wash up. Okay, all supplies are packed and now I should go to Gigi to tell him I am leaving, Naruto thought as he washed his body. With Kurenai. Kurenai woke up from her bed as she smiled. She soon got up and headed for the washroom. Okay, time to go meet the Shino and Hinata and tell them about the recent events, Kurenai said with a smile as she took a quick shower and put on her clothes and walked out the door. Training field. Shino and Hinata were quietly sitting in the field as they waited for the Genjutsu mistress to appear and help them with their training. When do you think she will get here? Shino asked her. Hinata looked at him and sighed. I have no idea Shino-kun, but I hope that she gets here soon. It would be a waste of a day not to come, Hinata said to him. Shino simply nodded. Oh well, patience is a virtue I guess, Shino said to her. Hinata chuckled with a nod as they waited for Kurenai. 13 minutes later. Kurenai soon arrived at the field as she spotted the two genin. Kurenai smiled as she decided to make herself known. Good morning you two, Kurenai said to them. Both genin looked up to see the Genjutsu mistress in front of them as they got up. Good morning Kurenai-sensei, they said with a bow. Kurenai nodded as she led them to the center of the field. Alright you two, before we start your training, I want to tell you both something, she said to them. Shino and Hinata quirked up as they looked at her. What is it sensei? Shino asked her. Kurenai smiled as she looked at them. We are going on a little trip, she said to them with a smile. Both looked at each other then at her in a confused look. Where are we going? Hinata asked her. Kurenai smiled as she looked at them. We are going on a bit of a mission along with some other people, Kurenai said to them. Both became wide-eyed, though with Shino and his glasses no one knew it. We will be leaving at 4 p.m. today, so be sure to get packed for the trip, Kurenai said to them. Both reluctantly nodded, but only from the lack of information. Alright, now we will start your training, but try not to wear yourselves out, she said to them. Both nodded as they got up. Alright, to start we will be training you in elemental ninjutsu. I know that your clans might look down on this and tell you to rely on your clan techniques, but you and even they need to learn to diversify their abilities, Kurenai said to them. Both nodded as Kurenai took out a slip of paper. Alright, I want you to channel your chakra through this paper. It will tell us what kind of affinity you both have. If the paper burns, then you have fire. If it turns wet, it is water. If it crinkles, you have lightning. If it crumbles into dust, then you have earth. Got all that? She asked them. Both nodded as they each took a paper and channeled their chakra into it. After a few minutes of channeling, Kurenai looked at the papers. Shino's paper crumbled and Hinata's paper crinkled. Okay. Earth for Shino and lighting for Hinata. Nice job, Kurenai said to them. Both nodded as they looked at her. Kurenai smiled as she took out a scroll. Sorry, Shino, but I don't know any Doden techniques, so here is a scroll describing the use of Doden, and a number of jutsus are in it also, Kurenai said to him. Shino nodded, grabbed the scroll and walked off. Kurenai soon turned her gaze to Hinata. Also, Hinata, I have a limited knowledge of Raiden techniques, so I can help you get started, but you might have to check the library for more research, Kurenai said to her. Hinata nodded as she listened to Kurenai explain what she knew about lighting nature. Shino read through the scroll, making sure to note the exercises involved in said scroll. With Naruto. Naruto smiled as he walked through the streets, completely ignoring the obvious glares that people were giving him. Naruto smiled evilly under his clothes as he looked at them. I can only smile when I think of ripping you people to shreds. Know that only my precious people will be living through the surprise that I have planned for you assholes, Naruto said in his thoughts. As Naruto walked, he suddenly looked to the right to see his favorite ramen stand. Naruto smiled as he went inside. Hello, Oji-san. Hello, Ayame-chan, Naruto said to them. Both turned their heads to see their favorite blonde in a seat. Oh, Naruto-kun, how are you doing? Ayame said to him. Naruto smiled as he sat down. Not doing too bad here, Ayame-chan. I am about to go on a mission to find my mother, Naruto said to them. Both were shocked that Naruto's mother was alive, but were happy to know that Naruto had a family member still alive. That sounds wonderful, Naruto-kun. You will have to bring her here when you get her to come back, Ayame said to him. Naruto nodded as he took a pair of chopsticks. So what will you have, Naruto? Tsuki asked him. Naruto smiled as he looked at the man. One bowl of miso ramen and another bowl of barbecue ramen, Naruto said to him. Tsuki smiled with a nod as he and Ayame started to prepare the food. Naruto smiled as he saw them work. I really missed you guys, Naruto thought. In the future, Tsuki and his daughter left the village due to the insanity of Sasuke's orders. Naruto was really sad when they left, but wished them luck wherever they were. Naruto hadn't heard from them all his life after they left. I will definitely save you guys, Naruto nearly said aloud. Ayame turned around and looked at Naruto. You say something, Naruto? She asked him. Naruto looked at her and chuckled. No, Ayame-chan. Just talking to myself, Naruto said to her. Ayame nodded as she presented the 2 bowls of ramen to Naruto. Naruto smiled as he smelled the awesome aroma coming from both bowls. Naruto broke his chopsticks as he clasped his hands. Itadakimasu, Naruto said as he slurped the miso ramen first. Naruto smiled as he savored the taste of ramen in his mouth. Tsuki and Ayame smiled as their customer ate their food with gusto. Naruto soon finished the miso as he gulped the soup. Perfect as always, Oji-san, Naruto said to him. Tsuki nodded with a smile as he looked at Naruto. Of course it is, Naruto. I am not old enough to kick the bucket yet, Tsuki told him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he slurped the barbecue ramen. 10 seconds later, Naruto gulped the soup and set the bowl on the counter. Naruto smiled as he wiped his mouth. Delicious. Thanks, Oji-san. How much do I owe you? Naruto asked him. Tsuki smiled as he looked at Naruto. That will be 440 yen, Naruto, Tsuki told him. Naruto nodded as he pulled out his wallet and paid the man his money. Naruto smiled with a wave as he walked off. I will definitely save you too, Naruto thought as he shunshined to the Hokage mansion. Hokage mansion, 12 o'clock p.m. Sarutobi was currently tackling his greatest thing that could cause the cage to suffer, his paperwork. Sarutobi sighed as he went through the stacks upon stacks of paperwork laid out in front of him. Soon his eyes widened as he saw a Shunshin appear in his office with a blonde stepping out of said Shunshin. Sarutobi smiled as he stopped his paperwork. Good afternoon, Naruto-kun, Sarutobi said to him. Naruto smiled as he nodded. Good afternoon, Gigi, he replied. So how can I help you today? He asked him. Naruto smiled with a nod as he stepped forward. I would like to start looking for my mother, Naruto said to him. Sarutobi's smile slightly wavered as he sighed. I knew this was going to come eventually, though I didn't think so early. Well, I am not going to stop you. Go find your mother, but you must have an escort with you, he said to the blonde Hanyu. Naruto nodded. I know that Anko-chan, Kurenai-chan, Sum-chan, Shino and Hinata are coming with me, Naruto said to him. Sarutobi slightly gasped as he heard the list. Well, okay, I suppose that is all right. When are you leaving? He asked Naruto. Naruto smiled as he shrugged his shoulders. Around 4 o'clock p.m., is that okay? He asked. Sarutobi nodded and signed a document. All right, you are cleared to leave. Good luck, Naruto-kun, Sarutobi said to him. Naruto nodded as he headed for the door, but soon turned around. Oh, and Gigi. Sarutobi looked up at him. Yes, Naruto-kun, he answered. Naruto smiled as he leaned on the door. You might want to put the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu to good use and get rid of that big stack of paperwork, Naruto said as he closed the door, leaving a dumbfounded Sarutobi behind his desk. Naruto smiled as he walked out of the mansion, only to fall on the ground laughing as he heard Sarutobi. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What is wrong with me? He yelled. Naruto laughed as he tried to calm down. After a few minutes of laughing, Naruto got up and began to walk through the village. Soon Naruto smiled evilly as he knew his next destination. Might as well find that no good excuse for a pervert, Naruto said as he went to the only place he knew where the Toad Sage was. Naruto appeared in front of the hot spring as he looked around. Alright, where are you, Ero-sennin? Naruto wondered as he looked around. Naruto smiled as he heard perverted giggling from the right side of his face. Naruto turned his head to see said man peeking through a hole and writing in his book. Naruto sighed as he walked up to the man. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he focused some chakra to his foot. Naruto smiled as he took some air into his lungs. Ah, you are a pervert, Naruto yelled as he kicked the Sannin into the women's bath. All women screamed as they saw the white-haired man crash into their side. Jiraiya looked up and smiled sheepishly as they all cracked their fists. And now, ladies, there is no need to get violent, he said as Naruto covered his ears. Soon the man's scream filled Konoha as everyone wondered where the sound came from. Sarutobi was in his chair as he smiled. Got what you deserved, Jiraiya, he said as he continued his paperwork with his shadow clones. After the harsh beating, Jiraiya slowly emerged from the bathhouse to see Naruto sitting on the bridge. That was a dirty move, Gaki, Jiraiya said to him. Naruto rolled his eyes. Whatever, Ero-sennin. Well, I got what I wanted, so I am going to go. Oh, and I am sure that my father would be disappointed in you for how you treated your godson, Naruto said, causing the Jiraiya's eyes to widen. What is your name, Gaki? He asked Naruto. Naruto sighed as he looked at Jiraiya. Jiraiya flinched at how cold his eyes were, but seemed to manage. Really, I don't think you have the right to know my name, but I will say it. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Naruto said to him. Jiraiya flinched as he stepped back. Was that a shock to you? Well, maybe if you stayed here like you were supposed to, then you might have known that instead of writing your perverted load of crap, Naruto said to him. Jiraiya narrowed his eyes at Naruto as he stepped forward. Listen, Naruto. I might have made some mistakes, but I was your father's sensei and I think I deserve some respect, Jiraiya said to him. Naruto narrowed his eyes, but then soon started to laugh as he looked at Jiraiya. You deserve respect, huh? Well, when you do something worthy of respect, let me know, because from all I have seen, you are just a stupid pervert whose only pastime is writing for that damn book of yours. You sure as hell haven't earned my respect of all, Jiraiya, so don't demand my respect like you can get it so easily with just a few words, Naruto said to him. Jiraiya sighed as he sat next to Naruto. Then how about to make up for lost time, I train you and have you sign the Toad contract. Your father was a summoner for toads and I think you should follow him, Jiraiya said to Naruto. First of all, Jiraiya, I don't give a damn what you think and I will not sign with the toads only because your name is there. You say my father signed for them, well, good for him, but I will find my own summoning contract, Naruto said to him. Jiraiya gasped as he watched Naruto get up. I have had enough of talking to you. Goodbye, Jiraiya, Naruto said as he shunshined out of sight, leaving Jiraiya to ponder his words. Naruto sighed as he shunshined home and grabbed his stuff. After a quick kiss from Shizune, Naruto headed for the gates of Konoha. Gates of Konoha. Naruto smiled as he appeared in front of the gates. Soon Kuromaru and Anko appeared behind him. Hey Naruto-kun, ready to find your mother? Anko asked him. Naruto smiled. You know it Anko, Naruto said to her with a smile. Soon Kurenai along with Shino and Hinata appeared. Naruto, what are you doing here? Shino asked him. Naruto smiled as he looked at Kurenai then Shino. I am going on a trip, Naruto said to them. Both gasped. What a coincidence, so are we, Hinata said to him. Naruto chuckled as he turned to Kurenai. You didn't tell them did you Benihime? Naruto asked her. Kurenai smiled. I was going to get to it, she said as she turned to Shino and Hinata. We are going on the trip with Naruto-kun, we have already been to go. We are going to help Naruto-kun find his mother and I will be training you until we get there, Kurenai said to them. Both turned to her then looked at Naruto who nodded. Hinata nodded slightly and Shino reluctantly nodded. Alright Naruto-kun, lead the way, Kurenai said to him. Naruto smiled with a nod as he walked out the gates. Alright everyone, let's go and find her, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they jumped into the trees and ran off. Naruto and his group were running through the trees as they all made their way towards Wave Country. Everyone felt a bit of tension as Naruto had on a serious face as they all ran. Deciding to see what the problem was, soon, Anko closed the distance between them and Naruto. Naru-kun, are you alright? Anko asked him. Naruto soon turned to her and smiled. Yeah Anko-chan, I am fine just thinking of her reaction to seeing me, Naruto said to her. Anko nodded that she was anxious to see the reaction also. Soom smiled as she looked at him. So what reaction do you think she will have? Soom asked him. Naruto looked at Soom and smiled slightly. In all honesty I don't know. I just hope that it is a good reaction, Naruto said to her. Soom nodded as the three people behind them were in their own conversation. So we are looking for Naruto's mother? Shino asked Kurenai. Kurenai smiled with a nod. That is right Shino, and along the way, we are going to be training until we find her or until Naruto-kun gives up, which I doubt he will, Kurenai said to him. Shino nodded in agreement along with Hinata. I wonder what Naruto-kun's mother looks like, Hinata said with a slight stutter in her voice. Kurenai shrugged her shoulders. I have no idea, but I think she might be nice, Kurenai said to her. Hinata nodded as everyone raced through the trees. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, 10 astral projects of people appeared and stood on the top of 10 fingers of a giant statue. As everyone assembled with their black coats with red clouds on each. One person had the Sharingan activated along with someone carrying a giant sword. Alright, the meeting is underway now, the leader said to the rest. Everyone nodded as he began. How is the hunt for the Jinchuriki and their Biju? He asked them. A man with blonde hair sighed. We haven't made that much progress, all we have is the 4th and the 5th Harem, he replied. So should we all begin our operations of capturing the others? A woman asked. It would be a good idea to start now. We do have our dream to realize after all, a man said with his Venus flytrap head. Everyone nodded as their leader turned to face someone. Alright Itachi, Kisame, go and capture the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, but after that hopeless war that Orochimaru has planned against Konoha, is that clear? The man with the Rinnegan said to them. Crystal clear leader Sama, Kisame said to him with a laugh. Very well. That is all for everyone. Dismissed, he said to them. Everyone nodded as the figures soon disappeared, leaving a vacant and desolate statue in the cave. Back in Konoha, training ground. All was tranquil and quiet as the wind blew the still leaves from the trees. The field was peaceful and silent, but not vacant. 2 people were on the field discussing things as it seemed that both were mediating. Very good Sasuke-kun, keep it up, said a certain pink banshee. And with her was the all-praised Uchiha in all his emo glory as he had his eyes closed and concentrated. Sasuke soon opened his eyes to reveal his Sharingan that he had taken much pride in. Alright, the Sharingan is active, now what? He asked her, ready to get on with his Genjutsu training. Alright Sasuke-kun. Genjutsu is about using your chakra to influence your opponent's mind. With your chakra you influence the 5 senses and are able to project an illusion of it to your opponents, causing them to unnerve, Sakura explained to him. Sasuke nodded as he absorbed all of her words. Now I will give you an example, Sakura said to him. Sakura did her hand signs as Sasuke watched. Soon Sakura disappeared from his view. Sasuke looked around as he tried to find her. Soon Sasuke looked at the ground as he started to sink. What the hell? When did this start happening? Sasuke wondered as he tried to escape. Soon the Sasuke only had his head poking out as the sinking stopped. Damn it, Sakura, get me out of here, Sasuke said, but there was no response. Soon Naruto showed up and smiled. Wow Sasuke, you let's play whack-a-mole, Naruto said as he cracked his fist. Sasuke gritted his teeth as Naruto brought his punch back. Fall into despair, he said as he launched his punch. Sasuke shivered as the punch never came. Sasuke looked up to see a smiling Sakura in front of him. What the hell was that? He asked her, though it sounded more like an order to be answered. Sakura smiled. That is Genjutsu, Sasuke-kun. That ability to manipulate the flow of your opponent's chakra and their senses to your specifications, Sakura said to him. Sasuke was more than interested now. With such a useful jutsu, he could definitely defeat his brother for what he had done. Sasuke smirked as he got up. Teach me, Sakura. I will use this skill to bring about my revenge, Sasuke said to her. Sakura nodded and began to instruct Sasuke into the arts of Genjutsu, unaware that someone was watching them. I doubt this is nothing, but I better tell Shizune-san about this, Haku said with a smile as she shunshined out of sight. Meanwhile, an old teacher and his student were getting reacquainted with each other. Hokage Mansion. So are you still peeping out, or have you finally stopped your ways? Sarutobi asked his white-haired student. The man laughed as he took out a book. Please, don't act like you don't read my books. I didn't know you were such a fan, Jiraiya said to the Hokage. Sarutobi blushed as he held up his hand and coughed in some embarrassment. Jiraiya smiled at his sensei's antics, but soon got serious. But on a more serious note, sensei. What happened to the Gaki? Jiraiya asked him. Sarutobi stopped his blush and looked at him. He had a general idea of who Jiraiya was talking about, but decided to ask. What Gaki? Sarutobi asked him. Jiraiya sighed. The brat Naruto Uzumaki, Jiraiya replied. Sarutobi quirked up an eyebrow after the reply. What is wrong with him? He honestly wanted to know. He hates me for some reason, Jiraiya said to him in plain words. Sarutobi almost choked on those words as he looked at Jiraiya. Are you sure, Jiraiya? I have known Naruto for a long time and I doubt that he hates anyone, Sarutobi answered, not knowing how wrong he was. Trust me, Gigi. He definitely didn't like me the first time he saw me, and he refused the Toad contract, saying that he hated that my name was in it and he would find his own, Jiraiya said to him. Well, he does know about his father, and I guess he found out about your connection to him and came to resent you for not being there for him, Sarutobi said to him. Jiraiya scoffed. Come on, Gigi. I had the spy network to run and I couldn't take him with me, you know that, Jiraiya said to him. Sarutobi held up his hands. Hey Jiraiya, you are telling the wrong person. Whatever you did, you need to apologize to Naruto for it, not me, Sarutobi said to him. Jiraiya crossed his arms and sighed. I just wish that I knew what I did wrong, he said before he exited the office. Sarutobi sighed as he looked out the window. You are always an enigma, Naruto, but I believe in you, Sarutobi thought. Soon he smiled and made a shadow clone. I am so happy for this jutsu, Sarutobi said as he formed a tear. Namikaze compound. Haku arrived home as she saw some of the people around the house. Haku saw Kiba and Zabuza training in the garden, while Hana was teaching Kin about her affinity, which happened water. Haku smiled as she scanned the area looking for Shizune. Haku couldn't find Shizune downstairs and went upstairs as she searched the house. As she went through the house, Haku looked through the doors of the room to find Shizune. Haku soon came to the last room and opened the door to see Shizune on the bed reading a book. Hey Shizune-san, Haku said, alerting the Hanyu medic Nin to her presence. Hey Haku, how are you doing? Shizune asked her. Haku smiled as she neared Shizune. I am doing good, Shizune-san, but actually I have a favor to ask of you, Haku said to her. Shizune looked up from her book and smiled. What is it? I am more than happy to help, Shizune said to her. Haku nodded with a smile as she sat on the bed. I would like to spar with you. I have a new jutsu and I want to test it out with some help for the Chunin exams, Haku said to her. Shizune looked at her for a second. She then adopted a thinking pose as she pondered Haku's request. In truth, she was wondering what Haku's new jutsu could be. Sighing, she put her book down and nodded. All right, Haku, let's go out back, Shizune said to her. Haku nodded as they both got up. Thank you, Shizune-san, Haku said to her. Shizune smiled. No need for formalities, Haku. We are all family here, just Shizune, she said to her. Haku looked at her then nodded. Yes, Shizune, Haku said to her. As the two walked downstairs, Haku soon turned to her and smiled. So what book were you reading? Haku asked her. Shizune looked at her and smiled. It is called Introduction to Torture. It is a very good book. It even shows torture using your ice affinity, Shizune said to her. Haku chuckled at the thought of using her affinity in such a way, but soon stopped. Oh Shizune, Haku said to her. Shizune soon stopped and turned around. Yes, Haku, she said to her, waiting for the ice mistress to respond. I wanted Sakura and Sasuke train today and I think she is teaching him how to use his Sharingan along with some genjutsu training, Haku said to her. Shizune quirked up an eyebrow, then pondered. The Uchiha bastards always could use their eyes for genjutsu. They were called the best when it came to genjutsu. It took me and Naruto-kun years to be able to break the Tsukuyomi of the Sharingan. It probably isn't a problem right now, but I will keep an eye on that. Though it's not like that emo Uchiha could beat me and Naruto-kun anyway, Shizune thought with a smile. Shizune broke her gaze and looked at Haku. Thank you, Haku, that is some good info. I will tell Naruto-kun later, Shizune said to her. Haku nodded with a smile as they entered a vacant training spot. Shizune stood apart from Haku as the two stared at each other. All right, Haku, show me what you can do, Shizune said to her. Haku nodded as she took out 3 Senbon needles in one hand. Yes, Shizune, I won't hold back, Haku said as she disappeared. Shizune chuckled as she looked around. Your speed has definitely improved, Haku, but Haku soon appeared behind Shizune as she threw out her Senbon needles. Soon Shizune smirked. You have to do better than that, Shizune said as she grabbed the 3 needles. Haku gasped as Shizune ran at her. Haku adopted a defensive stance as she got ready to block Shizune's blows. Shizune smirked as she pivoted her foot and disappeared. Haku gasped as she suddenly felt a punch to her face that sent her into a nearby tree. Damn it, I didn't anticipate the move fast enough, Haku said with a grin. Haku soon got up and looked to see Shizune smiling across the field. Where is this amazing jutsu, Haku? Shizune asked her. Haku smiled as she did some hand signs. Howden. Tikoku Kori no Hari, ice style. Imperial ice daggers, Haku yelled as water around her turned to ice. Shizune smiled as Haku sent the daggers at her. Shizune easily dodged them as she looked up. Shizune's grin went wider as she chuckled. This might be a problem, Shizune said as she saw thousands of needles surround her. Shizune smirked at Haku's creativity. Is this your new jutsu, Haku? Shizune asked her. Haku smiled, but shook her head. No way, Shizune. I promise that my new jutsu is very amazing, Haku said to her. Shizune smiled as Haku sent the needles at her. Shizune smiled as the needles neared her and soon impaled the target. Haku smiled and looked around. Come out, Shizune. I know that technique isn't enough to even scratch you, Haku said with a smile. Shizune soon appeared from behind a tree and smiled. Oh good, you knew that. At least you knew that, Shizune said to her. Haku smiled with a nod as her breathing slowed. Shizune smiled, but soon felt a temperature in the air go down. The temperature kept dropping until it seemed like it was winter outside. Shizune could see her breath as the cold air flowed around her. What is this? Shizune wondered. Haku smiled. This is my just you, Shizune, Haku said as she made 3 ice Senbon needles. Shizune smirked as she got into her stance. Howden. With Naruto and his group. Naruto and the group were at a small cafe as they took a break from their trip. Kurenai had taken Hinata and Shino to a vacant spot to get in some private training. As Naruto, Tsume, and Anko sat on table enjoying their food, they decided to discuss some plans. So what are we going to do if you tell your mother your plan? Anko asked him. Naruto sighed. That can go 2 ways, Anko-chan. She can either agree to it or she can try to kill me, Naruto said with a shrug of his shoulders. Anko and Tsume chuckled at the thought, but didn't say anything. As the trio enjoyed some dango, their peace was suddenly interrupted by a pair of random shinobi. Hey ladies, why not ditch the kid and have some fun with us? The two said with a smile. Sume and Anko ignored them as they continued to talk with Naruto. As they went about their conversation, the men's eyes twitched as they felt irritated for being ignored. Hey, we are talking to you, one of them said as he slammed his hands on the table, causing some attention. Naruto sighed as he cracked his knuckles. Before he could get up, Sume and Anko stopped him with their hands. Can we have this one, Naruto-kun? They asked him. Naruto smiled as he waved his hands. Go right ahead, Anko-chan, Sume-chan, Naruto said to them. Both women smiled as they got up. Both men smiled as they thought the girls accepted their offer. Well then, ladies, let's go, they said to them. Sume and Anko smiled as they grabbed each man's arm and walked out the cafe. Naruto chuckled as he saw Sume and Anko wink at him as they left. Naruto and the people in the store relaxed as conversation continued. Soon screams of anguish filled the outside as men could be heard. Everyone jumped up at the screams and were suddenly afraid of what happened. Naruto soon smiled as his mates and their jobs. Naruto turned to the door to see Anko with a bloody kunai and Sume with bloody claws. Naruto chuckled as he saw Anko lick her kunai clean and Sume wiped her hands off as they sat down. Do I want to know? Naruto asked them. Sume and Anko looked at him, then at each other and smiled as they looked back at him. No, you probably don't, but I will say that they won't have no need for women anymore, Sume said to her. Anko laughed with a nod. Naruto chuckled as they got up to leave. As the three exited the cafe, they turned to see Kurenai, Shino and Hinata running towards them. What was that scream, you guys? Shino asked them. Everyone looked at each other with blank faces and turned to the others. Couldn't tell ya, Shino. I have no idea, but it is time to go anyway, Naruto said to them. Shino and Hinata nodded, though Kurenai smirked at what she could only imagine as torture for the people who went against them. Kurenai turned to see Shino and Hinata's confused faces. Kurenai simply shrugged and went off with Naruto, Sume and Anko. Shino and Hinata stared for a while, but decided to do nothing and jumped through the trees, leaving the cafe behind. Namikaze compound. Shizune and Haku walked back to the compound as everyone stared at the bruises both endured. Shizune was carrying an unconscious Haku as she took her upstairs. Shizune smiled as she placed her on the bed. Man, that jutsu is amazing. If me and Naruto-kun weren't in the Chunin exams, she would dominate the entire exam, Shizune said as she left Haku on her bed to go to sleep. You are a force to be reckoned with, Haku. I can't wait to see Naruto-kun's face when he sees your jutsu, Shizune said as she closed the door. As Shizune walked, she suddenly opened up the mental link with Naruto. Naruto-kun, are you there? Shizune mentally asked. Between Konoha and Wave Country. Everyone rushed through the trees as Naruto flinched for a second. Is something wrong, Naruto-kun? Anko asked him. Naruto smiled. Shizune is trying to contact me. Hang on, Naruto said to her. Everyone was soon silent as he formed his link. I am here, Shizune-chan. What is the matter? Naruto asked. Shizune smiled as she took a breath. I just had a spar with Haku and I have to tell you she made a new jutsu, Shizune said to him. Naruto smiled at the information. That's Haku-chan for you, Naruto mentally said to her. Shizune chuckled, but nodded. Yeah, I must say that you will be awestruck when she shows it in the Chunin exams, Shizune answered. Naruto chuckled and got pumped at the thought of Haku and her new jutsu. I can't wait then, but is there something else you wanted? Naruto asked her. Shizune nodded. Yes, according to Haku, Imotem and his pink bitch are training to master his genjutsu for the Sharingan, Shizune replied. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he remembered how troublesome Sasuke's genjutsu was in the future. HMPH, so that bastard is trying to do that now. Well, he is going to be new at it for a while, but try not to let that power get too far. He may not be able to contain us in a TS Yukuyomi genjutsu, but it is a hassle to get out of, Naruto said to her. Shizune nodded. Got it. I doubt he could produce an efficient one yet anyway, but I will find a way, I guess, Shizune said to him. Naruto nodded with a smile. All right, Shizune-chan, I am going to go now. Keep me informed, Naruto said to her. Shizune nodded as they cut the mental link. Shizune smiled as she went back to her room and picked up her book. I guess I could do a genjutsu to him. I wonder how awful I can make it for him. Shizune said with an evil smile as she read her book. With the Suna shinobi, Baki had returned to Konoha as he spotted Gaara and his group. Gaining their attention, everyone to Baki they all shunshine to their temporary house. So what happened Baki? Konkuro asked him. Baki sighed as he looked at them. It turns out that the blonde was right. Our Kazekage is dead and we have more than enough evidence to show that Orochimaru is behind this, Baki said to them. Everyone gasped, though with Gaara no one could tell. So we got played? Tamari asked him. Baki nodded. Konkuro slammed his fist to the floor. Damn it. So what is the plan Baki? Konkuro asked him. Baki sighed as he looked at the three. We are staying for the Chunin exams, but we are out of the war and will be helping Konoha in order to maintain our alliance to them, Baki explained. All three siblings nodded and sighed. Well, looks like we are at a change in plans, Konkuro said to them. Tamari sighed. I can't believe father is dead, although he did try to kill Gaara on more than one occasion, so maybe that is a good thing, Tamari said to them. Both shrugged as Gaara left the room. You think he will cooperate? Konkuro asked her. Tamari looked at him then out the door. I have no idea. I guess we can only hope, Tamari said to him. Though I wouldn't mind fighting alongside that blonde Kami, Tamari thought as she dazed over Naruto. Konkuro chuckled at her actions. Hey Tamari, I think you should stop drooling, Konkuro said to her. Tamari snapped out of her daze and blushed from embarrassment as Konkuro fell to the floor and laughed. Tamari smiled as she grew a tick on her head as she grabbed her fan. Yes, laugh it up Konkuro. Laugh it up all the way to hell, Tamari yelled as she swung her fan. Konkuro narrowly escaped the blow as he ran out the window. Tamari calm down, he said as he ran away. Tamari bursted through the window as she chased after Konkuro. Get your makeup wearing back here, she yelled. Konkuro turned to her in frustration. It's not makeup. It's war paint, he yelled to her. It doesn't matter. Just get back here so I can kick your, Tamari said as she swung her fan around as she chased Konkuro around the village. Naruto and his group finally made it to Wave Country with the sun in the middle of the sky. Everyone was quite tired as they came up to the site of the bridge. As they walked, Sume was the first to take notice of the name of the bridge. Oh my Kami, Sume said with her mouth open. Everyone turned to see Sume looking up at a sign. Following her eyes, everyone looked to see the sign at the top of the bridge. Now I have seen everything, Shino said with his mouth partly open. Everyone nodded in agreement as Anko looked at Naruto. Naruto-kun, what did you do? Anko said to him. Naruto shrugged his shoulders. Got me Anko-chan, Naruto said with a smile. Everyone turned to Naruto like he was insane. How is it that you don't know? No one gets a bridge named after them and doesn't know, Kurenai said to him. Naruto smiled. Maybe I didn't get that memo, he replied. Everyone's sweat dropped as they looked at the bridge. Anko, Sume and Kurenai soon turned to Naruto with a few glares. We will get some answers later to-kun, they said to him. Naruto smiled with a nod as they all passed the bridge and came into the town. Naruto smiled as he saw that the town was in better shape than when he was there last time. Everyone had better clothes, no one was skinny from lack of food and there was plenty of businesses in bloom. This place sure has perked up since the last time, Naruto said to himself. As everyone walked through the town, they could feel the intense gazes they were getting from people. Naruto wasn't used to these gazes. There was no hate or maliciousness in them, but appreciation. Soon a little girl came up to the group with a smile. Excuse me, are you Naruto Uzumaki? The girl is the blonde. Naruto smiled as he crouched. Yes, I am. Is there something I can do for you? He asked her. The girl smiled as she held out her notebook. You are the hero of Wave Country. I wanted to say thank you and can I have your autograph? She asked him. Naruto threw a warm smile at her as he nodded. Naruto took her book and signed his name in it. The girl squealed as she ran off with a bright smile. It seems Naruto-kun has a way with the little ones, Kurenai said with a smile. Naruto sighed with a chuckle as he got up. Well, let's go talk to the mayor of this town for information. I have a good idea who it might be, Naruto said with a grin as he walked off. Anko knew what he meant and walked off also. Everyone else was left to wonder about his words, but nonetheless followed. As everyone came up to the fancy-looking building, Kurenai decided to stop the group. Alright everyone. Hinata, Shino, and I are going to go train. We will meet up with you guys at the hotel, Kurenai said to Tsume, Naruto, and Anko. All three nodded as Kurenai along with Shino and Hinata shunshined out of sight. Naruto, Tsume, and Anko smiled as Naruto opened the door. Is anyone there? Naruto called. Soon someone came to the door as he smiled. Naruto chuckled as he looked at the man. Well, if it isn't Naruto and Anko, how is it going? The man asked them. Naruto nodded. Very well, Tazuna-san. I see that the town is doing good, Naruto told him. Tazuna nodded with a smile as he looked at the group of three. Yeah, after Gato died, we were able to get back on our feet. We are a very thriving country now, Tazuna said to him. Naruto and Anko nodded as Tazuna turned to see the third member. Hello. I don't think we have met, Tazuna said to her. Tsume laughed with a smile as she nodded. No, I guess not. Hello. I am Tsume Inuzuka, nice to meet you, Tsume said with a slight bow. Tazuna bowed also as his eyes snapped open. Are you by chance related to Kiba Inuzuka? He asked her. Tsume smiled with a nod. Yes, he is my son, Tsume answered. Tazuna nodded as he let the group inside. Tsunami, Inari, Naruto and some friends are here, Tazuna yelled throughout the house. Tsunami appeared from the kitchen and smiled to see the blonde and purple-haired figures in the house. Hello Naruto-san, Anko-san, long time no see, Tsunami said to them. Both nodded as Naruto was suddenly tackled by a boy. Hey there Inari, Naruto said to him. Inari smiled as he slightly punched Naruto's side. You left without me giving you thanks. I wanted to thank you for giving me my courage back. I appreciate it. Thank you Naruto-ni-san, Inari said to him. Naruto smiled as he patted Inari's black hair. After a while, Inari allowed Naruto to get up as everyone sat at the table in the kitchen. Tazuna, I actually came here to see if you could help me find someone, Naruto said to him. Tazuna, Tsunami and Inari quirked up as they heard him. I am more than willing to help you, but who are you looking for? Tazuna asked him. Naruto sighed as he placed his elbows on the table. I am looking for a woman named Kushina Uzumaki, Naruto said to him. Tazuna formed a thinking pose as he tried to remember the people of the town. I might have seen her, but do you have a picture? Naruto nodded as he took out a photo of Kushina. As Tazuna took the photo, he inspected the picture. The woman was a redhead, in her early 30s. Her body was very curved into a near-hourglass figure. Tazuna dropped his jaw as he looked at the photo. Hey Tsunami, Inari, remember her? Tazuna said to them as he gave them the photo. Both looked at the photo as their eyes widened. Oh, it's her. I remember her, Inari said, shocking Naruto, Tsume, and Anko. Tsunami nodded in agreement as they gave back the photo. Yeah, we know her. She lived here for a good while. She told us she was leaving for a town near here. I think she left today. You can still catch her, Tazuna said to them. Naruto and the group smiled as they got up. Wait, where do you remember her from? Naruto asked them. Tazuna smiled as he told Naruto the story of how he found Kushina traveling and also the fact that she was low on supplies. He told of how stubborn Kushina was, too stubborn to seek help, but he managed to convince her. She decided to stay in the town for a bit as a little guardian until the town got better. Then he told them about her leaving to the next town. Naruto and his group smiled as they ran out the door. Thank you Tazuna. I will see you all later. Right now I have to find her, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded, but Naruto was stopped by Tsunami. Why are you looking for her though? She asked him. Naruto smiled as he turned back to them. Because she is my mother, Naruto said as he closed the door, leaving a shocked family in the room. Naruto, Tsume, and Anko hopped off the roofs as Naruto managed to pick up Kurenai's chakra signature. Everyone smiled as they landed to see an exhausted Hinata and Shino. Training hard Shino? Naruto asked him. Shino didn't find the energy to reply, so instead he responded by a feint. Naruto smiled as he turned to Hinata. You look like you are doing well Hinata, Naruto said to her. Hinata blushed a deep red, but smiled. TT, thank you Naruto-kun, she said to him. Naruto nodded as he turned to Kurenai. Kurenai, I want you, Shino, and Hinata to go to the hotel. Me, Anko, and Tsume have a lead on my mother and we are going to go a few miles ahead. We should be back by tonight, Naruto said to her. Kurenai nodded as she took Shino and Hinata to the hotel. Alright, you two. Let's go find her before she gets away, Naruto said to them. Sume and Anko nodded as they kissed each side of his cheek. Lead the way, Naru-kun, Anko said to him. Sume nodded as they took to the trees and went after Kushina. A few hours later, Naruto, Anko, and Sume appeared in the town as they took in the sights. Naruto smiled as he saw children run through the streets and people do their business. Naruto sighed as he turned to Anko and Sume. Alright, let's fan out and find her. Check all the places for information. We will meet back at the entrance to the town in 1 hour, Naruto said to them. Anko and Sume nodded as they walked off. Alright, where are you hiding, Ka-san? Naruto thought as he went through the town. Naruto checked the hotels, motels and a few bars, but came up short. Naruto sighed as he went into a hotel. Excuse me, he said, alerting the receptionist to his presence. Hello, sir. May I help you? She asked him. Naruto nodded. Hello. Has a red-headed woman appeared in this place at all today? Naruto asked the woman. The woman nodded as she took out a book. Yes, a few hours ago. She paid for a room here and soon left after her stuff was settled, the receptionist said to him. Naruto's face brightened as he heard that. Do you remember her name? He asked. I believe her name was Kushina Uzumaki, the woman said to him. Naruto smiled with a nod as he ran out the hotel, leaving a confused receptionist behind. So she is here, now I just have to find her, Naruto said to himself as he ran through the town. As he ran through the town, Naruto heard a loud noise as he turned to see a man thrown out of a random bar and hit a wall. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he looked to see one hell of a woman come out. I said no, Databane. Now leave me alone before I cut your nads off, the woman yelled as she waved her sword around. Naruto smirked as he saw the man run off, afraid for his life. The woman soon turned to the laughing boy to the corner and narrowed her eyes. What are you laughing at, boy? Kushina asked Naruto. Naruto stopped smirking as looked at his mother. Just laughing at the way you dealt with him. Why am I a problem? Naruto asked her. Kushina narrowed her eyes as she felt that she had seen the blonde before. Kushina walked up closer to the blonde as she took in his form. He looks like a younger version of Minato, Kushina thought as she looked over Naruto. Naruto in turn, checked out his mother. He could easily say she was a hot woman. He saw Kushina wear a red tank top, that seemed to be sleeveless. She wore black jeans along with standard shinobi shoes. Naruto took a quick glance at his mother's chest and nearly blushed at the size of her. All in all, Naruto was getting the hots for his own mother. Kushina could feel his stares on her as she swung her sword at his neck, that he easily blocked, much to her surprise. Sorry, Ka-san, but you aren't killing me, Naruto said to her. Kushina was taken back by his statement as she looked at him. You don't remember me, do you? Naruto asked her. Kushina shook her head, causing Naruto to sigh. That hurts, Ka-san, how could you forget me? Naruto asked her. Kushina quickly went through her memories and only one person came to mind as it caused her to gasp and nearly cry. Naruto? She asked him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he looked at her. That's right, Ka-san, it's me, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Naruto said to her with a smile. Kushina stumbled as she soon fell back and hit the floor. Naruto looked at her and sighed. I guess that was overload on her head, Naruto said as he picked Kushina up and headed for her hotel. 25 minutes later, Kushina soon woke up to the sight of the hotel ceiling as she looked to see her stuff on the side of the room. Kushina sighed as she looked around. Was that all a dream? She wondered. Not in the least, someone said to her. Kushina turned her head to see Naruto sitting in a chair. It wasn't a dream. She asked him. Naruto smiled much to Kushina's embarrassment. No, Ka-san, it wasn't. You apparently fainted after my news, Naruto said to her. Kushina sighed. Alright, how can I know that you are really my son? She asked him. She had been lied to by the council, she figured, and if this was Naruto, there was going to be hell to pay for the council. However, somewhere she was pleading that it was him. Naruto pondered as he held out his hand. Naruto focused chakra as a Rasengan formed in his hand. Kushina gasped at her husband's jutsu. I was able to find the compound in Konoha and I have some of my family living there, Naruto said to her, shocking Kushina. We had other family. She asked him. Naruto chuckled as he looked at her. No, what I mean is family that I have found for myself. The Clan Restoration Act was used on me, Naruto said to her. Kushina nodded understanding as she listened to his word. Naruto managed to explain everything to Kushina apart from Konoha's destruction. Naruto told her about his life as the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi that was sealed in him. Kushina cried as she heard her son's story. She never wanted that for him. She didn't even know he survived the process, but it still saddened her. My father did this to me though, you protested, right? Naruto asked her. Kushina looked at the ground and nodded. I told him that I didn't want my son to live with such a burden, but he was confident that you would be seen as a hero. I still told him no, but then everything went black. I couldn't remember much else. The council told me that you died from the process. I was in grief from that experience, so I just left. I at least tried to check if they were wrong, but I couldn't find anything. I am very sorry, Naruto-kun, Kushina said to him. Naruto sighed, then formed a smile. Think nothing of it, Ka-san, but I want you to come home with me. If you do, then I will have something important to tell you later, Naruto said to her. Kushina looked at him and smiled. All right, I will go back. In truth, I was just wandering around. I had no real destination in mind, Kushina said to him. Naruto smiled as he gave Kushina a tight hug as his muscles wrapped around her body. Kushina suddenly blushed as she felt his muscles. Was my son always this ripped? His muscles feel amazing. Wait, why am I blushing? He is my son. Snap out of it, Kushina thought as she hugged Naruto. After a few minutes, both parted as Kushina grabbed her stuff and checked out of the hotel. All right, let's meet up with the other two girls, Naruto said to her. Kushina chuckled as she looked at him. And who are these girls? She asked him. Naruto looked at her and smiled. Sume Inuzuka and Anko Mitarashi, Naruto told her. Kushina looked at him and dropped her jaw. Wait, you got Sume? She almost always turned down any guy. How did you get her? Kushina asked him. Naruto smiled. Well, maybe it had something to do with muscles and a kami-like body, Naruto said to her. Kushina looked confused, but waved it off. After a while, Naruto and Kushina made it to the entrance of the town as they saw Anko and Sume waiting for them. Hey hubby Haim, Inu Haim, Naruto said to them. Both women smiled as they walked up to him. Hey Naru-kun, sorry but we couldn't find. Anko paused to see the red-headed woman behind him smiling. Oh, never mind then, Anko said with a smile. Kushina chuckled as she looked at them. So these are my son's women, or are there more? Kushina asked them. Both women looked at each other and smiled. There are more, Kushina, and we all live together, Sume said to her. Kushina nodded as everyone left the town to go back to Wave Country. So Sume, exactly why are you dating my son? Kushina asked her, eager to know. Sume smiled as she looked at Naruto. Not only is he stronger than most of the ninja in Konoha, but he is just some kami handsome that I couldn't resist, Sume said with a blush. Naruto smiled as he kissed her cheek. Love you too, Sume-chan, Naruto said to her. Sume blushed with a nod as everyone quickened their pace through the trees. Naruto was rather happy to have his mother back with him, but also smiled at the destruction she could cause with her legendary sword techniques. Wave Country, nighttime. Everyone smiled as they finally entered Wave and went straight for the hotel. All right, we are all going to bed and will go back to Konoha tomorrow, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded, but since they didn't pay for a room for Kushina, Naruto decided that she would sleep with him for tonight, to which both of the women grumbled but complied. They soon met up with Kurenai and the others as everyone went to sleep. With Naruto and Kushina, since Naruto paid for only a single bed, he realized that he would have to share his bed with his mother. Then why was he so bothered about it? Calm down, she is your mother for Kami's sake. It's not like anything is going to happen. Wait, do I want something to happen? What is wrong with me? No, nothing is wrong, I just have the hots for my mother. Oh yeah, that is totally normal, Naruto thought to himself as he put on his sleepwear. Naruto sighed as he tried to calm down. Kushina soon came out of the bathroom as she walked closer to the bed. Why am I so embarrassed right now? He is my son, but still that body is wonderful and muscular. I think I might go insane. What am I saying? Snap out of it, Kushina. You are his mother, he might hate you for thinking that way, Kushina thought as she headed to the bed. Kushina put on her best smile as she made herself known. Ready to go to bed, Naruto-kun? Kushina asked him. Yes, Ka-san. Let's go to. Naruto soon turned around and saw his mother in her nightgown. Damn it, Ka-san. That is too hot. It's not fair. Why are you my mother? Great, now she might hate her son for being a pervert, Naruto thought as he blushed a deep red from seeing his mother. Are ready, Ka-san? Naruto said as he got in the bed, to which Kushina soon followed. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Both thought as they went to sleep. Soon everyone was sleeping peacefully, having sweet dreams, all except two people. Man, her breath is so warm, it feels nice. I can't believe that she is this close to me, Naruto thought as he tried to sleep, but to no avail. He is so close to me. I am not pervert, but still, Kushina thought. Both were very anxious as they tried to sleep of certain desires that loomed. Soon both felt cold as the wind blew across the window. Both unconsciously moved closer to each other for some warmth until they realized their close contact. Both blushed, though the other couldn't see it. She's my Ka-san. She's my Ka-san. She's my Ka-san. He's my son. He's my son. He's my son, both thought as they hugged to get warmth. Naruto soon fidgeted to get comfortable, but due to the close contact, his lips soon pressed to hers as both were in shock. He's kissing me, she thought. Kushina was about to part from him, until he did something she didn't expect. Naruto soon put more into the kiss as managed to lick her lips a bit. Kushina shuddered as she tried to fight her will not to give in. Ah, screw this. I can't take it. He's my son, but so what? The headband means you are legally an adult. I just need a kiss right now, Kushina thought as she pushed against him, causing a moan. Kushina moaned as she kissed Naruto and opened his mouth to allow access to his tongue. Both grew hot from the kiss as they continued to have their moment. Soon both broke from the kiss as they panted from air. Soon both looked at each other and smiled. Kushina wrapped her arms around Naruto and Naruto did the same as they went to sleep. This might not be so bad, they both thought as they slept. Naruto woke up to the rays of sunshine as he looked out the window. Naruto soon turned to see Kushina sleeping with a smile on her face. Naruto chuckled at the sight of her comforted face. Glad to have you here, Ka-san, Naruto said as he got up. Naruto soon stretched as he dropped his henge to reveal his features. The ears on his head came into view as the whisker marks on his face darkened. Soon Naruto stretched out his tail as he let it sway around for a while. Naruto smiled as he did his standard stretches. As he finished his stretches, Naruto headed for the shower as he saw his mother starting to wake up. Naruto quickly hung back as he appeared in his 13-year-old form. Good morning, Ka-san, Naruto said to her. Kushina looked to see her son near the bathroom as she remembered what happened last night. Kushina suddenly blushed as she averted her son's gaze. Gee, good morning, Naruto-kun, Kushina managed to say. Naruto slightly smiled as he noticed her blush. Deciding to leave it at that, he nodded as he entered the shower. As he washed up, Naruto went through the results of everyone's training back in the Namikaze compound. He knew everyone was strong, but he wanted to test it out. He and Shizune were still on a different level than everyone else, so they weren't really the best of matches against everyone. Where can I test everyone? We only have a week left until the Chunin exams, so where can we go? Naruto thought as he felt the warm water hit his skin. Naruto closed his eyes as he tried to figure out his idea. Suddenly Naruto's eyes shot open as he smiled. Naruto soon laughed as got up. Yeah, we can do that. I might be able to get some new allies from this anyway. Yeah, I think Shizune-chan will like this a lot, Naruto said as he stepped outside the shower with his towel. Naruto saw Kushina reading a book until he smiled. You can go in, Ka-san, Naruto said to her. Kushina nodded with a smile as she set down her book on the table. Alright, Naruto-kun, I'll be back in a minute, Kushina said as she stepped into the shower. Naruto nodded as he saw High Mother disappear into the room. Naruto smiled as he quickly put on his clothes and walked out the room. Naruto soon came to Sume and Anko's room as he knocked on the door. After 3 minutes, Sume opened the door and smiled. Hello, Naruto-kun, how can we help you? Sume asked him as he walked into the room. He saw Anko just finished dressing as she turned to meet the blonde Hanyu. Naruto chuckled as he turned to them. Inu Haim, hubby Haim, I think it is time I assessed everyone's skill at this point. So we will spend this last week as a final lesson of sorts, Naruto said to the two confused girls. Naruto smiled as he sat down. What I mean is that we are going to see just how powerful everyone in the Namikaze compound is currently, Naruto said to them. Both women nodded in understanding of his words. So what are we going to do? Anko asked, more than curious to know what this training entailed. Naruto smiled as he turned to Anko. We are going to Namikaze compound. Shizune smiled as she saw a tired Kin on the ground. Come on Kin, or are you done? Shizune said to her. Kin smiled as her grayish tail swayed. Kin had become a Hanyu a few days ago after a spare with Shizune. Kin soon adjusted well to the new power she had as she managed to get the hang of it in a few hours. Far from done Shizune-san, Kin said as she did some hand signs. Kaden. Jigoku Kitsune Enden, fire style. Hell Fox Flame Bullet, Kin yelled as she blew the fire at Shizune. Shizune smiled as she saw the fire changed into a fox as it charged her. Not bad, Shizune said as she was engulfed by the fire. Kin fell to the ground as she looked at the destruction. Kin smirked until she saw Shizune walk out of the fire unscathed. Very good Kin, Shizune said to her. Kin sighed as she breathed heavily. Guess I am nowhere near your level yet, but I will get there, Kin said with a smile. Shizune nodded as she shouldered Kin. You are now a force to be reckoned with Kin, Shizune proudly said to her. Kin nodded as they walked inside. Shizune soon healed Kin as she allowed the girl to rest on the couch. Shizune soon smiled as she felt Naruto calling her. You there Shizu-chan? Yeah Naruto-kun, what is it? We are going to put a few final touches on everyone's training. Shizune smirked as she waited to hear Naruto's idea for this training. So what are we going to do? Naruto chuckled as he turned to see Anko giant smile along with Sume. Gather everyone in the house to you, I will tell then. Shizune nodded as she stood up. Shizune soon looked at Kin, who was up and about after a few minutes. I think our regenerative abilities went up also, Shizune said as Kin turned to her. What's the matter Shizune? Kin asked her. Shizune smiled as she turned to Kin. We have to get everyone in the house. Naruto-kun has something to tell us, Shizune said to her. At the sound of Naruto's name, Kin quickly smiled as her tail wagged from left to right. Kin nodded as she ran to get everyone else. Shizune smiled as she went to find everyone also. After 30 minutes, everyone was now found as they rested on the mat in the living room of the house. So what is this meeting about Shizune? Hana asked her as she petted one of her dogs. Zabuza, Haku, Kiba and Kin nodded as they waited for Shizune to speak. Shizune smiled as she closed her eyes. Alright Naruto-kun, we are all here, Shizune said. Everyone was shocked as they heard Shizune's voice. How are we talking right now? Kiba asked in thought. Shizune and Naruto chuckled as they explained. This is telepathy Kiba. We are able to talk to each other through thought even across long distances, Naruto explained to him. Kiba and everyone else seemed to understand as Naruto started to explain the meeting. Alright everyone, I know you have all trained hard, but I want to see how strong everyone is. Trust me, I know that you are strong, but I just want to check as a precaution. We won't attack Konoha just yet, but we will do something nearly as good for us, Naruto said to them. Everyone quirked up as they heard him. So what are we doing Naruto-kun? Hana asked him. Naruto smiled though everyone couldn't see it. We are going to play a part in the removal of Yagura, the fourth Mizukage of Kurigakure, Naruto said to them. Everyone was suddenly ablaze with questions, but Zabuza seemed to be the most obvious. I remember him. He was the reason I became an ex-Kiri shinobi anyway. He was always a ruthless tyrant. I tried to overthrow him, but I failed, Zabuza said to them. Naruto chuckled. But you didn't have this much power before, did you? Naruto asked him. Zabuza's eyes shot open with a smile. No, I didn't. Thank you Gaki. I am going to enjoy this, Zabuza said aloud. Everyone laughed and nodded as they followed Naruto's plan. But Naruto-kun, what do we get out of trying to overthrow the fourth Mizukage? Kin asked him. Naruto smiled as he sighed. I am more than sure the person trying to overthrow him currently will be grateful for our help. I think that she will be willing to help our cause if we help hers, Naruto said to them. Everyone quirked up. And who are we helping? Haku asked, though inside she hadn't smiled as he closed his eyes for a second. We are going to help the next Mizukage, Mei Terumi, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they had heard of her from their friends or teachers. I wonder how much she has grown, Zabuza thought. Haku turned to Zabuza. You know her, Zabuza-sama. Yeah, she was always a firecracker as a kid. She got me in so much trouble, haha, Zabuza said with a slight laugh. Everyone wanted to ask more questions, but left it at that. Alright everyone, this has nothing to do with Konoha, so try to be discreet when leaving. We will meet at Tazuna's house. Kiba remembers the way, so bring whatever you need and get going. We will wait here for you to arrive, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they cut the mental connection. Everyone suddenly smiled as they raced through the house to pack. Zabuza grabbed his sword as he put it on his back. Shizune sealed some scrolls and kunai into her wardrobe. Haku wore her traditional clothes, except without the hunter mask. Kiba and Hana managed to find their kunai pouches as they dressed into their clothes. Kin found her Senbon needles and a few scrolls for her Otogakure village. Soon she sealed those also. Soon everyone entered the living room again as they finished their things. Alright, is everyone ready? Shizune asked them. Everyone nodded as Shizune made shadow clones for everyone that lasted for a total of 5 days. Shizune and everyone smiled as they walked out the house. Everyone put their senses on high alert for any shinobi present. When they couldn't find any, everyone shunshined out of sight to go meet up with Naruto. Back with Naruto. Naruto, Tsume, and Anko got up as they stretched for their positions. As everyone got up, Tsume smiled. So we are doing like a practice invasion of Konoha? Tsume asked him. Naruto smiled. That's exactly right, Inuheim. This will be good training for everyone, Naruto said to her. Tsume nodded as Anko sealed some more things. This is getting good, Anko said, which caused Naruto and Tsume to smile. Well, Inuheim, hubby Heim, I have to go back and pack also. Also gotta tell my mother about the change in course, Naruto said to them. Both women nodded as each gave Naruto a kiss on the cheek. Naruto blushed, but smiled as he left, leaving both girls to pack for the training they would get. As Naruto walked through the hallway, he suddenly came to a stop as he felt someone's presence. Eavesdropping Benny Heim? Naruto asked. Kurenai chuckled, but dropped the genjutsu. She walked until she was next to Naruto. Do I get to come also? Kurenai asked him. Naruto turned to the side and looked at her, smile. What about Hinata and Shino? Naruto asked her. Kurenai smiled as she looked up at the ceiling. I taught them all I knew. Now they need to research on their own for their training, so I have the free time now, Kurenai said to him. Naruto laughed as he looked at her. Well, I won't say you can't come. You are more than welcome to. You are a part of my family now, so why shouldn't you come? Naruto said to her. Kurenai shrugged her shoulders as she grabbed Naruto's head and slammed her lips into his. Naruto smiled as he recovered and leaned into the kiss. Both soon parted as Kurenai licked her lips. What was that for? Naruto asked her. Kurenai blushed with a smile. Just to thank you. Now I have to pack, Kurenai said to him. Naruto nodded as he saw her walk away. Naruto smiled as he opened the door to his room to see his mother in her clothes. Ka-san, we are taking a bit of a detour and are going to Kurigakure, Naruto said to her. Kushina soon looked to him with a confused grin as she put her sword on her back. Why? She asked him. Naruto stumbled for a second, but recovered fast enough. Recent news for Jiji, our Hokage. He wants us to investigate something there, so we are meeting up with some other people, Naruto said to her. Kushina looked at Naruto and could only see half the truth in his words, but she decided to go with it. Alright, Naruto-kun, let's go. Just give me a moment to pack some things, Kushina said as she started to pack. Naruto could tell she was suspicious, but decided to be interrogated by her later. Naruto sighed as he walked over to the bed. Naruto soon took out his sword, Chiyoru, as he looked at it. Naruto smiled as he put the sword on his back and sealed some more things. Soon everyone was packed as they exited the entrance of the hotel. Kurenai gave Shino and Hinata some scrolls for training. Both thanked her as they went to the trees and went back to the village. So when do we leave? Anko asked him. Naruto smiled as he laid his bag against a tree. After everyone else shows up, Naruto said to her. Everyone's sweat dropped as they looked at each other. And how long is that? Sume asked him. Naruto smiled as he looked at them. About 2 hours, Naruto said to them. The four women grew a tick as they looked at Naruto. Naruto looked at them all then smiled. This is a shadow clone. Sorry, but you're only hitting thin air, Naruto said to them. The girls looked at him and smiled, which caused Naruto to get slightly worried. Then could you give Naruto-kun this message? Kushina asked him. Naruto looked at them as they drew weapons. Naruto instantly moved to the trees as he cursed. I don't think the clone would have dodged, Anko said to him. Everyone nodded as Naruto began to run through the trees. Naruto, get back here, they all yelled, but inside were laughing. With Shizune and the others. Everyone managed to get away from Konoha as they all sped to the rendezvous point to meet up with Naruto and the others. So how long till we get there? Kiba asked. Shizune looked at him and smiled. Unhinged maybe about 2 hours, Shizune said to them. Everyone nodded as they unhinged their appearances. Everyone looked like half-fox humans as they shunshined through the trees at a great speed. 2 hours later, Naruto and the others were quietly waiting for the others as they sat near a tree. The girls gave up on Naruto after they failed to catch him. Everyone decided to wait as Kushina opened her eyes and looked at her soon. Alright Naruto-kun, could you and the others drop the henge so I can see what my son looks like? Kushina asked him. Naruto slightly smiled as he looked at Sume's and Anko's worried faces. It's alright Inuheim, hubby Heim, Naruto said, which caused them to calm down. So Ka-san, when did you notice? Naruto asked her. Kushina soon looked up and smiled. Around this morning when I saw you stretch, it confirmed my suspicions, but I just want to know now, Kushina said to him. Naruto chuckled as he had dropped his guard for that moment. Alright, I guess nothing gets past my Ka-san, Naruto said with a grin as Kushina gave a proud nod. Naruto sighed as he wondered how many times he told of his painful past or their future. In all truth Ka-san, I am going to destroy Konoha, Naruto said simply with a cold stare that made Kushina flinch. Kushina looked at Naruto like she had just lost her son that she loved. Naruto could see the concern on her face, but continued. I know how much the village means to Tu-san and Ka-san, but if you saw what would become of it then you would want it destroyed also, Naruto said to her. Kushina looked at him in slight understanding. Yeah, they took her son from her and lied that he was alive. They might have even treated him how she would never have let them do to her son, but what could have made him angry enough to destroy Konoha? That village is going to become corrupted Ka-san by a very arrogant brat Uchiha, Naruto said to her. Kushina looked a bit shocked at that statement. But didn't the Uchiha clan get wiped out? She asked him. Naruto nodded. Yes, but there is one more that is loyal to Konoha, however they spoiled him now he thinks the world is at his feet, Naruto said to her. He will become the Rokudaime Hokage and he will then wage war on the other villages, Naruto continued. Kushina absorbed everything Naruto was saying as it shook her soul. She always remembered Minato saying how caring Konoha people were. He always said they were the kindest people you could find in the elemental nations, but this didn't sound like them at all. Ka-san, Sasuke Uchiha is the reason the world is going to be in such a bad shape. I am going to kill him and Konoha for that, but there is also personal reasons that I would rather not say yet, Naruto said to her. Kushina cried as Naruto finished the story. Everything seemed wrong in that future. It felt like a future that no one should live in. Naruto then went on to say how the Kyuubi turned him and his wife into Hanyu and were able to travel back to this time period to change that outcome. Kushina sighed slowly as everyone waited for her reaction to his words. Kushina slowly reached for her sword as Naruto reached for his. Kushina charged at Naruto until their blades crossed. Anko, Kurenai and Sume were taken back by the force of the blades and were about to help Naruto until they all saw Kushina smile. Kushina's smile turned into laughter as she withdrew her sword. Naruto looked up at her a bit confused. Kushina smiled as she looked at everyone's reaction. What? If you're going to destroy Konoha, then you better learn some of my techniques Sochi, Kushina said to him with her smile. Naruto and the others looked at her dumbfounded, but Naruto soon smiled. Don't scare me like that Ka-san, Naruto said to her. Kushina chuckled with a nod. Sorry Naruto-kun, couldn't resist it, but at least I know a lot more, Kushina said to him. Naruto nodded as he gave her a tight hug. Thank you for the help Ka-san, Naruto said to her. Kushina suddenly blushed while she was wrapped in his grip. Of course Naruto-kun, I will always help you, Kushina said to him. Naruto nodded as he let go. Soon everyone smiled as they turned. Well, it seems everything is going to work out just fine, Naruto-kun. Shizune said to him. Naruto smiled as he turned to see his family in the tree smiling at him. Now Shizu-chan, you know that Ka-san is a good person, Naruto said to her. Shizune nodded as they all jumped down. Everyone took a moment to take in Kushina's features. Kushina in turn did the same. Who are these people, Naruto-kun? Kushina asked him. Naruto smiled as he turned to her. These people are my family and my help in destroying Konoha, Naruto said to her. Kushina smiled as she walked up to the group. Nice to meet you, I am Kushina Uzumaki, Kushina said to them. Everyone nodded as Naruto took out a map. Alright everyone, let's head to Kiri, we will be back before the Chunin exams and the invasion, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they hit the trees and ran off to Kiri. Back in Konoha, an arrogant boy and his pink banshee follower were walking through Konoha as the boy received praises for all sides of the village, boosting his already high ego. Soon the girl looked at him and blushed as she gave him a book. Here Sasuke-kun, you have mastered the basics of genjutsu so fast. Here is a book on Chunin level genjutsu, the pink banshee said to the emo. Sasuke smirked as he took the book. It finally seems that you aren't a useless girl. Now the Dobi will kneel before me and my new powers, emo boy said triumphantly. Sakura smirked as she finally read up to Chunin level genjutsu. Next time that brunette will be getting her kicked in one of my most terrifying genjutsu, Sakura said with a smile. Sasuke seemed too interested in the book to really care. Soon Sasuke was met with a hug as he turned to see a blonde girl on him. Get off him, Ino pig, Sakura said to her. Ino turned to her rival and smirked. Shut up, billboard, Ino said to her. Ino soon turned to Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, why don't I show you something interesting? It will help in your training, Ino said to him. Sasuke looked at her and sighed. Fine Ino, but you will get hurt if this is a joke, Sasuke said to her. Ino nodded as she took his hand and ran off somewhere with a loud banshee following them. Naruto and his Hanyu family continued to rush through the trees as they made their way to the war-stricken zone of Kurigakure. As everyone raced there, people started to go about their conversations. Soon Kiba sped up to Naruto as he brought Naruto out of a daze. What are you thinking about, Naruto? Kiba asked the blonde Hanyu. Naruto was soon brought out of his thoughts as he turned to Kiba. Oh, it's nothing, Kiba. Did you want something? Naruto asked him. Kiba nodded as he started to grin. Akamaru and I master the wolf transformation. With this new power, it was much easier. So when are you going to do a combination jutsu with us? Kiba asked him. Naruto chuckled as he heard that. Kiba did seem enthusiastic about his jutsu with him as he had trained harder to master the technique. This war shouldn't take long, so when we return we will try it out, okay? Naruto said to him. Kiba nodded with a smile as he patted Akamaru's head. Got it, Naruto, Kiba said to him. Naruto chuckled as everyone soon left the trees and landed on the dirt road. Alright, we are past Wave's border and after this stretch of water, we will be in Kiri. However, we will stop at an island between here and Kiri for a short break, then we will continue our travel, alright? Naruto said to everyone. Everyone nodded in agreement as they seemed to be shaking in anticipation of participating in a war. Naruto smiled at everyone's enthusiasm as they all supplied chakra to the soles of their feet. Due to the war going on, no public ships were going to Kiri for travel, so the only ways to get there was either by one of the 4th Mizukage's ships or by having amazing control of your chakra to run on the water. Everyone ran off as they headed into the mist of that soon covered their trails. Back in Konoha, somewhere in a hidden area of the village, Orochimaru sat in his chair as he contemplated what happened to him about a month ago. How in the hell did Anko of all people manage to cause me pain? Orochimaru asked himself as he narrowed his eyes trying to think of the problem. She never had this much power, and how come the curse mark didn't affect her? There is no one in the village who was capable of removing the seal, not even the competent pervert of a Sannin, Orochimaru said as he remembered Jiraiya. Orochimaru sighed as he breathed deeply, calming his nerves. Soon Kabuto came through the door with a smile on his face as he neared Orochimaru. Orochimaru wasn't in the best of moods as he looked up. This had better be good news, Kabuto, Orochimaru warned him. Kabuto felt a drop of sweat leave his face as he nodded. It appears that Sasuke Uchiha is continuing to search for the means to power. It appears that he also has 2 female followers. They are teaching him some of the jutsus they know, which aren't bad, I might add, Orochimaru-sama, Kabuto said to him with a bow of his head. Orochimaru chuckled as he stood up. Excellent. Sasuke will soon seek me out for power and I will finally have the Sharingan. I will become the ruler of the world, Kukuku, Orochimaru said with a slither of his tongue. Kabuto bowed to Orochimaru as his laugh could be heard from outside the door. With Sasuke. Sasuke had slowly gotten used to Sakura and Ino as he didn't seem to care about them following him anymore. Their rants about him were still annoying to bear, but he seemed to have a better tolerance for them. They did help him train, so he figured that they could at least be in his presence. As Sasuke and his banshees walked through Konoha, Sasuke continued to have his ego boosted by the population of Konoha. Sasuke could hear the various comments of him killing some kind of demon that had been in the village. Sasuke didn't understand much, but he didn't really seem to mind. All that mattered to him was his revenge against his brother. As he walked through Konoha, Sasuke saw an absence of a select few people as he looked around. What is the matter, Sasuke-kun? Sakura asked him. Sasuke turned to Sakura and steeled his gaze. Where is the Dobi and his band of misfits? Sasuke asked them. Ino and Sakura looked at each other and shrugged their shoulders. I heard from one of the Jonin that Naruto left the village to search for his mother. What a loser. He must really need comfort if he has to look for his mommy, Ino said with a laugh. Sakura chuckled as well. Sasuke turned around and began to walk again, keeping his usual cold outward appearance, but inside he smirked at Ino's proclamation. It's not like the Dobi's mother can do anything anyway. She is probably dead or dirt poor just like the Dobi was, Sasuke said with a slight smile. Sakura and Ino smirked as they continued to walk through Konoha. Soon the 3 entered the training field as they fanned out. All right, you two. You are going to help me control this curse mark. Kakashi may have thought that it was right to try and seal it, but this is the power I have been waiting for and it isn't going to get away from me, Sasuke said to them. Ino and Sakura nodded as they both took out a kunai. Sasuke activated his Sharingan as he looked at the girls. And if you hold back, I will make sure to give you hell, Sasuke said to them. Both girls gulped, but nodded as they ran at Sasuke as they tried to help their beloved Uchiha attain his desire. Sasuke smirked as he went through his training. Just you wait, Itachi. As soon as the Dobi kneels at my feet, it will be your turn, Sasuke, though, as the black flames of his curse mark came across his face. Hokage Mansion. Sarutobi was currently dealing with the new information that he came across as he looked across from his desk at the Suna Shinobi. So basically what you are telling me is that the Kazekage is dead and you were tricked by Orochimaru into starting a war with us. Sarutobi said to them. Baki nodded as did the 3 genin with him. Everyone decided to come clean now rather than after the war where hostilities would most likely be met. Hiruzen leaned back into his chair as he took a deep puff from his pipe. You always were troublesome, Orochimaru. I knew I should have killed you back in those days, but soon I will correct that mistake, Sarutobi thought as he looked at the Suna Shinobi. Since you decided to come clean before this happened, we will bear no hostilities towards you or your country, but I want all the information that you and Suna have on the war currently, Sarutobi said to Baki. Baki nodded as he and his genin were escorted out by Anbu. Hiruzen laid in his chair as he sighed. I am getting too old for this shit. I think it's time someone else did this job, Sarutobi thought as he looked out the window. I wonder if Jiraiya should. Sarutobi suddenly stopped as he shivered at his thought. Never mind. Might as well find her after the invasion, Sarutobi said as he made 3 shadow clones and tackled his paperwork. With Naruto and everyone else. Naruto and his family continued to run along the water as they soon came up to a large island in the middle of the water. Naruto smiled as he knew that the sun was going down as everyone neared the island. Everyone, we will stop there for Toti and will pick up early in the morning. Judging by the time and our runs, we should be in Kiri by evening tomorrow, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they all came to the island. The island was quite lush as the trees swayed slightly. Soon, Hana and Kiba could smell the fruit that appeared at the top of most trees as everyone's stomach began to rumble. Haku and Zabuza tried to hold a laugh as they walked forward. We can cook for everyone, so can some people get firewood, water, and some ingredients? Haku asked them. Everyone nodded as they all split up. Soon, Kiba and Hana went to get the required ingredients. Kin, Haku, Zabuza, and Kushina went to get water. Naruto, Kurenai, Anko and Shizune left to gather firewood. Everyone soon came back with the required things as Anko did a slight Kaden technique to light the firewood. Kin, Haku, Zabuza, and Kushina set the water down as Haku began to slice the food. Soon, Hana and Kiba brought with a kunai. Soon the food was made as everyone was ready to eat. This is good, Haku-chan. What do you call this? Naruto asked her. Haku blushed at Naruto's praise as she looked at him. My mother used to make it. She called Koke Habu Kai no Nabe, shellfish soup pot with solid herbs, Haku said to him. Naruto nodded as everyone was in harmony with the dish. I just found my second favorite dish as compared to ramen, Shizune said with a smile. Everyone nodded as they all ate the delicious food that Haku prepared for them. Soon everyone finished the meal as they all decided to sleep the rest of the night. Naruto and Zabuza decided to keep watch as they leaned on some trees. I never once thought that I would have so much entertainment in following Yugaki, Zabuza said to him. Naruto chuckled as he dropped his henge. Naruto decided to stretch a bit more as his tail swayed around. Naruto turned to Zabuza, who stared at Naruto. What's the matter, Zabuza? Naruto asked him. Zabuza sighed with a chuckle. Even with the added power you gave me, it is still hard to handle such a presence from you, Zabuza said to him. Naruto chuckled as he tried to suppress his chakra level a bit. Zabuza soon relaxed as Naruto sat down. Why did you decide to follow me, Zabuza? Naruto asked, feeling the need to know. Zabuza looked at the starry sky as the mist seemed to dissolve. Well, I wasn't kidding when I told Gato that you would be more fun to hang around with. Also, I wanted to get Haku out of the life we had. I basically consider her my daughter and I'll be damned if someone hurts her, Zabuza stated. Naruto nodded as he listened to Zabuza. Zabuza chuckled as he closed his eyes. Don't tell her I said that. I don't need anyone thinking that I am going soft, Zabuza said to Naruto. Naruto chuckled also, but nodded. My lips are sealed, Naruto said as he looked at the sky. Zabuza soon got a smirk as he took out his sword and aimed it at Naruto. And just so you know, I was really uncomfortable with what you did with my daughter, Zabuza said to him. Naruto sweated slightly as he looked at Zabuza. Next time put up a damn privacy seal so I don't need to hear unpleasant things, Zabuza said to him. Naruto nodded as he soon got up. Where are you going? Zabuza asked him. Naruto chuckled. I won't harm your daughter, Zabuza, and to answer your question, I am just going on a short walk. I will be back soon, Naruto said to him. Zabuza nodded as he kept the watch. He soon closed his eyes as a smile of contempt came across his face as he soon went to sleep. With Naruto. Naruto sighed as he continued to walk through the dense forest with no clear destination in mind. Naruto scanned the area as he took in the fresh air around him. This place could serve as a training ground for some of our allies. It is quite big for an island, Naruto said to himself as he walked through the island. Soon Naruto heard a soft noise as his fox ears twitched. Naruto looked around as he tried to pinpoint the noise. Naruto soon found the direction of the strange sound as he continued to walk in said direction of the sound. Naruto felt his curiosity spark as the noise became clearer to him. After 30 minutes of walking, Naruto soon came up to a cave as he quirked up an eyebrow. Well, it seems that this island has everything, doesn't it? Naruto said as a smile came across his face. Naruto stepped onto the hard ground as he took the form of the cave into his mind. Naruto channeled chakra to his eyes as he was able to see into the darkness. Naruto continued to walk as he saw a path into the cave. Deciding to satisfy his natural curiosity, Naruto ventured further into the cave as his vision grew darker and darker no matter how much chakra he put into his eyes. Naruto sighed as he decided to conserve his chakra and rely on his other senses. Why do I feel like I am being drawn somewhere? Naruto thought as he continued to walk. Naruto judged the time he had entered the cave and felt that he had at least spent 45 minutes walking the straight path. Soon a small light appeared in the distance as Naruto walked towards it. Naruto soon made it to the light as it danced around him. I wonder if I am losing it, Naruto said as the light flew away. Naruto decided to follow the light as it brought him to a dead end. Naruto sighed as he felt this was a prank of some sort. Soon the light disappeared as it left Naruto in the dark. Naruto cursed his luck, but soon more lights flared as Naruto looked around the cave. The cave possessed tiny crystals that seemed to light after the previous light disappeared. Naruto marveled at the size and shape of different crystals. Naruto soon looked at the wall as he saw some strange lettering on it. Naruto managed to read the letters as he narrowed his eyes. Challenges are made to test the limits of man. Those who fail to pass their limits will fail this challenge. Take this challenge and you might die. Know your limits and break them to attain the power of this challenge, Naruto said as he read the lettering. After he finished, soon the letter glowed as Naruto narrowed his eyes. Soon the wall crumbled as it revealed a sort of door into the darkness. Naruto soon walked inside as he went further to see the challenge. As Naruto walked through the cave, his challenge suddenly began as he steeled his nerves. Your goal is impossible to attain, a voice said. Naruto steeled his nerves as he continued to walk. You and your family will die. You won't be able to change the future. It is impossible. Naruto soon chuckled as he closed his eyes. I don't believe that. I know my power and you don't. This isn't simply a goal. This is my path and my road that I walk. You say it's impossible, but you aren't me. For you it might be impossible, but for me it is so possible that I could do it right now, Naruto finished. You couldn't do anything even if you wanted, so why are you postponing your defeat? Naruto narrowed his eyes as he sighed. If you knew me and what I did, then you would know a critical thing about me and my family. As the Kyuubi's son, I have inherited his tenacity, his cleverness, and his power. I am a Hanyu and as such I have been granted the power of eternal life along with my family. So I can wait for as long as I want to have my revenge on the damned Uchiha. However, killing him when he thinks that he is at the top of the world will be oh so sweet for me, Naruto finished. The voice grew quiet as Naruto ventured further into the darkness. Naruto soon thought about the challenge as he continued to walk. You say I can't do anything, but you don't know my limits. Only I do, and my limits are so damn small that they can be threatened by small useless backtalk, Naruto said to the darkness. Do you have the power to finish the path you have set for you? Naruto soon stopped for a second, but then continued on. I have the power necessary to do what I will. I will do what I must and I will do it right. Nothing will stand in the way of my path, and if it does I will move it out of my way, Naruto said to the voice. The voice grew quiet as a light shined in the distance again. Your resolve is strong. Protect your goal. Let nothing hinder you and use the power that will be bestowed on you, the voice said as it vanished. Naruto soon smiled as he continued to walk. You don't have to tell me twice, Naruto said as he came to the end of the cavern. Naruto looked to see a shrine with a candlelight on its stand. Naruto inspected the shrine, but saw something in the center of it. Naruto soon climbed the stairs of the shrine as he soon made it to the top. Naruto looked to see a scroll in the center as he looked at the passage engraved on the wood of the shrine. Power comes to those who know how to make the impossible happen. Nothing hinders them and they destroy the barriers that dare to try. Never forget your resolve as you become one with the power that will help your goal. Naruto finished reading the words as he reached his hand out. Naruto grabbed the scroll as he took it from the shrine. Naruto soon stepped down the stairs as he stood under the lamplight. Naruto opened the scroll as he looked at the words inside. Kuchios. Ryu, summoning. Dragon, Naruto said as he laid the scroll on the ground. Naruto bit his thumb as he wrote his name in the open space of the scroll. Naruto looked to see that no other name was in the scroll as it showed that he was the first to get to the scroll. After he wrote his name, the scroll glowed as a puff of smoke came out. Naruto looked as the smoke settled. Naruto widened his eyes slightly as he saw a medium white dragon appear out from the scroll. The dragon looked at Naruto with a surprised look on its face as it checked its surroundings. Are you the one who summoned me? The dragon asked him. Naruto sighed as he nodded. That's right. I signed my name in the scroll and it glowed soon you came out, Naruto explained. The dragon gasped as she looked at Naruto. I can't believe someone managed to finish Lord Shinsei's challenge, the dragon said to him. Naruto quirked up an eyebrow as he looked at the dragon. Mind explaining? Naruto asked her. The dragon nodded as she lowered her back. She explained how the dragon clan is one of the most legendary animal clans that anyone can have. They are even more powerful than the toads. She told him that until now, no one was able to summon them. Naruto nodded in understanding as he looked at her. So I am now the carrier for this scroll? Naruto asked her. The dragon nodded as she looked at him. That's right. Inside are some techniques that our clan knows that were passed down to the humans, she said to him. Naruto nodded as he unrolled the scroll further to see the techniques she mentioned. They are listed in terms of difficulty. The last one is one that only Shinsei-sama was able to complete, the dragon told him. Naruto nodded, but soon looked up. So who is Shinsei? Naruto asked her. The dragon chuckled as she looked at him. Shinsei-sama is the Lord Dragon of the Dragon Clan. All dragons look to him as their absolute leader after you, she told him. Naruto looked at her like she was joking, but the dragon nodded. That's right, you are the summoner and leader of the Dragon Clan. There are 8 types of dragons for you to summon, she told him. Naruto nodded as he waited for her to continue. First are fire dragons. Second are water dragons. Third are earth dragons. Fourth are wind dragons. Fifth are lighting dragons. Sixth are dark dragons. Seventh are light dragons. And the last ones are the most powerful of the 8. They are mystic dragons, she finished. Naruto nodded as he looked at her. Judging from the white aura around her, she was a light dragon. So I am the leader of the Dragon Clan? Naruto asked her one more time to be sure. She nodded as she looked at him. That's right. I am your personal summon. We, dragons, hold power in absolute regard. We don't deal with those who are weak. Stay strong and we stay loyal to you. Summon us anytime you wish. To summon the different types, just say the element in the summon, she said to him. Naruto nodded. So like, Kuchio's no jutsu. Kasai Ryu, summoning jutsu. Fire dragon. Naruto asked her. The dragon nodded at him. Naruto smiled at her. Well, I will never lose my resolve nor my power. I will take care of my summons and I will walk the path that I have set. Thank you, Naruto said to her. The dragon nodded as she was about to leave. Wait, Naruto said to her. She soon turned around as she looked at him. Yes, she asked him. Naruto soon stood up. What is your name? Naruto asked her. The dragon chuckled as she nodded. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. My name is Kiera. I will be your personal summon from this day forward, Naruto-sama, Kiera said to him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he scratched her ears. Glad to have you as a summon, Kiera, Naruto said to her. Kiera let out a low growl as Naruto stopped. Kiera smiled as she was about to go. Well, I am going to tell the Dragon Clan that we finally have a summon. See you later, Naruto-sama, Kiera said to him. Naruto nodded as he rolled up the scroll. See you later, Kiera-chan, Naruto said to her. Kiera nodded as she soon poofed out of sight. Naruto picked up the scroll as he began to walk out the way he came. The way seemed to be lighted this time as he walked out. Naruto chuckled as he looked at the scroll. I finally have my own summons. I can't wait to see the look on someone's face when I show them this, Naruto said to himself as he soon came to the entrance of the door. Naruto looked to see the green crystals in the cavern as he formed a smirk. Naruto soon took out a kunai as he picked at the shiny gems. Naruto smiled as he managed to gather a bunch of the amazing crystals. Naruto soon sealed them into a blood-sealed scroll. I will look into these later, Naruto said as he took one more whole crystal and sealing it into his scroll. Naruto soon continued to walk out of the cave as he soon came back to the forest. Naruto saw the moon and stars still in the air. Naruto smiled as he wondered what time it was. Not deciding to think about it, Naruto walked back down to the area where his family was. Naruto looked to see Shizune and Haku keeping guard. Both girls turned to see Naruto carrying a scroll with him as they quirked up their eyebrows. And what does Naruto-kun have there? Shizune asked him. Naruto chuckled as he laid the scroll next to him. Both girls were very interested as Naruto sat down. I will tell you later, Shizu-chan, Haku-chan. Trust me, you will be the first to know tomorrow, but right now. We all need our sleep for tomorrow. We will be busy, so let's go to sleep, Naruto said to them. Both girls were quite curious, but could see that Naruto would surely tell them what happened tomorrow. Both girls nodded as they put their heads on Naruto's legs. Soon everyone was sleeping soundly. Back in Konoha, Sasuke, Sakura, and Ino were walking through Konoha as they came to see Kakashi at the gate. How is gate duty, sensei? Sakura said to him. Kakashi steeled his gaze at her that made her flinch. I wouldn't have guard duty if you both fought like you said you improved, Kakashi said to them as he read his Ika Ika. Sasuke narrowed his eyes at Kakashi as he soon smirked. Then teach me one more jutsu before the exams. If the Hokage gives you trouble, then I will get the council on him. Teach me one last of your techniques and I will surely dominate the exams, Sasuke said to him with a smirk. Kakashi sighed as he looked at Sasuke. He could see Sasuke was serious as he put his book down. Fine, Sasuke, but you only see this once and you are on your own. I am not having my ninja status climb down anymore just so you can feel good, Kakashi said to him. Sasuke nodded as Kakashi sighed again. Meet me tomorrow morning in the training grounds. I will show you the technique then, Kakashi said to him. Sasuke nodded as he, Sakura and Ino left. Kakashi closed his book as he looked at the entrance. I wonder if I am doing the right thing here, Kakashi thought as he looked at his book. As he thought, two other Chunin came to the gates. You're off duty, Chunin Kakashi, someone said to him with a laugh. Kakashi narrowed his eyes as he dropped his book. He soon saw Izumo and Katetsu in front of him. Kakashi sighed as he left the post. It's not that funny anymore, Kakashi said as he shunshined out of sight after the tiresome day. Izumo and Katetsu smirked as they sat down. It was funny to me, Izumo said to Katetsu. Katetsu could only nod in agreement as they watched the gates. Naruto and his group began to stir as they woke to the foggy mist that surrounded the island. Naruto smiled as he got up. Today is a good day for a practice run of destroying Konoha, Naruto said as he hanged his appearance. Soon after him, Shizune woke up as she saw her demonic mate across from her. Good morning, Naruto-kun. Feel like bringing the downfall of Yagura? Shizune asked him. Naruto chuckled with a slight nod. Yeah, but we are going to try to recruit him also. So let's try and take it easy. At least for a while, Naruto said to her. Shizune nodded as she gave Naruto a quick kiss to the lips. Soon everyone else woke up as they performed their standard stretches. Everyone's son gathered around the pot as Haku made breakfast for everyone. As everyone ate, Shizune turned to Naruto. So Naruto-kun, what is that scroll that you have with you? Shizune asked him in all curiosity. Naruto stopped eating as he looked to see everyone else looking at him wondering the same thing. Naruto chuckled as he brought the scroll in front of everyone. Everyone, I am honored to say that I have a summons contract, Naruto said to them. Everyone quirked up an eyebrow as they looked to their leader. Where did you acquire that summon scroll? Anko asked him. Naruto smiled as he stood up. Apparently this island had a cave that I explored last night. After a while I passed a challenge and my reward was this scroll, Naruto explained. Everyone listened intently at his words as they had more questions. So what summons do you have now? Sume asked him. Naruto smiled as he bit his thumb. Why don't I just show you? Naruto said with everyone giving a nod. Naruto slammed his hand to the ground as he poured chakra into it. Kuchio's no jutsu, Naruto yelled as the smoke enveloped the area. Soon as the smoke dispelled, everyone looked to see a white dragon that was across from Naruto. Everyone gasped as the creature turned to Naruto. Hello Naruto-sama, how are you? The dragon said to him. Naruto smiled as he looked at her. Hello Kiara-chan, I am fine. Just showing my family my new summons, Naruto said to her. Kiara turned to the other people who gasped at her. Kiara chuckled as she broke them from their gasps. What? You haven't seen a dragon before? She asked them in a playful voice. Everyone broke their gasps as they turned to Naruto. You have a summoning contract with the dragons? Zabuza asked him. Naruto and Kiara nodded. That's right, Naruto-sama is the only summoner of the dragon clan. He is quite powerful and we long to be of use to powerful people. Right now he is our only summoner who completed Shinsei-sama's challenge. The dragon clan serves him now, Kiara said to them. Everyone gasped as Naruto broke them from their gazes. Alright everyone, We can marvel at Kiara-chan's beauty later, but right now we have business to take care of, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they took one last look at the dragon and soon packed their things. Thank you, Kiara-chan, but I have to go right now. I will summon you if I need anything else, Naruto said to her. Kiara nodded with a bow as she poofed away. Naruto soon joined his group as everyone finished packing. All right, everyone. We are about to engage in the war. Remember that this is a test of your abilities thus far. So do your part and unleash the hell that you want, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they all breathed deeply, then ran off to Kiri to participate in the war. Back in Konoha, Sasuke huffed as he looked at the damage to the area of trees as he soon got up. Sakura and Ino immediately clapped at his power as he turned to Kakashi. How is that, huh? Sasuke said to the copy ninja. Kakashi looked from his book to the destruction. It's nowhere near my own, but if you keep practicing before the Chunin exams then you will have no problem in dealing with the others, Kakashi told him. Sasuke nodded as he looked at the immense destruction. He could hardly contain his excitement as he pictured a certain blonde kneeling at his feet. Just you wait, Dobi. This Chunin exam is going to be your last, Sasuke thought as he walked away from the destroyed field. Hokage Mansion. Sarutobi sat across from Jiraiya as he went over his plans. You want me to find Tsunade and have her replace you as the Hokage? Jiraiya asked him. Sarutobi nodded as he did some more paperwork. That's right, Jiraiya. I am too old for this job now and I think it's time for a new successor, Sarutobi said as he blew some smoke from his pipe. Jiraiya looked at his former sensei and sighed. You know her feelings about the village and about the Hokage position, Jiraiya said to him. Sarutobi sighed with a slight nod. Yeah, but I believe that she can be turned around. That is why I want Naruto to go with you, Jiraiya said to him. Jiraiya narrowed his eyes as he turned around. I don't think that the Gaki would like that, Sarutobi, Jiraiya told him. Sarutobi easily nodded in agreement. Yeah, I think you really hurt him, Jiraiya. Nevertheless, you have to convince him that you are worthy of his trust, Sarutobi said to him. Jiraiya sighed, but nodded. I know I do. Do you know where he is? Jiraiya asked him. Sarutobi nodded as he looked out the window. He went to find Kushina. He still hasn't returned, but I hope that he gets back before the Chunin exams, Sarutobi said as he turned to see a pale Jiraiya. He went to find Kushina? Jiraiya asked him. Sarutobi smiled as he put his chin on his hands. That's right, Jiraiya, and if he tells her about you, then I might have to get someone else to find Tsunade, Sarutobi said with a slight chuckle. All the color left Jiraiya's face as he soon bolted out the door, leaving the Hokage at the desk. Run, Jiraiya, but I don't think that it is going to matter, Sarutobi said as he laughed in his office. Back with Naruto and his group. Everyone continued to run across the water as they passed a few islands. As everyone ran, Naruto brought everyone together for a meeting. Alright, we are going to get there at around 2 o'clock p.m. Now what does everyone want to do? Naruto asked them. Everyone quirked up an eyebrow at him. What do you mean, Naruto-kun? Hana asked him. Naruto chuckled, but turned his head to Hana. Okay, for instance. There are going to be ships of reinforcements for Yagura coming on the shore. Which people are going to handle that job and others who will go and help the rebellion with frontline killing? Me and Shizune are going to help Mei fight Yagura. So what does everyone want to do? Naruto asked them. Everyone thought for a minute as they all soon smiled. I can take care of the ships that enter the bay. It might help, Haku said to him. Naruto nodded and turned to the others. Anyone else? Naruto asked. Enko smiled as she nodded. I'll go with her. I might have some fun in that area, Enko said to him. Me too. Everyone's attention was turned to Kushina as she smiled. I haven't practiced in a while and this war is the perfect training ground, Kushina said with a smile. Naruto nodded as the three formed one group. Alright, so who is going to the front lines? Naruto asked the others. Everyone looked at each other and smiled. I need to improve my taijutsu, so I will, Kurenai said to him. Naruto nodded and turned to the others. I will go with her. This is also a good time for some girl bonding, right, Hana? Sume said to her daughter. Hana nodded in a smile as everyone passed another island. Alright, Sume, Hana, and Kurenai are on the front lines. Now who is on the counter-strike force? Naruto asked them. Kiba and Kin smiled at each other. We are Naruto. We would like that job, they both told him. Naruto nodded at them. What about you, Zabuza? Naruto asked him. Zabuza smiled as he turned to Naruto. I would like to go with you and Shizune to take care of Yagura. I have no doubt that you want to recruit him, but in the event that he doesn't follow you, I want a whack at him, Zabuza said with a smile. Naruto chuckled along with Shizune, but nodded nonetheless. Alright Zabuza, you are with us then. Okay, everyone has their positions. When this war starts, the training starts, so everyone let's go, Naruto said to them. Everyone gave a quick shout as they ran off to the war zone of Kurigakure. Kurigakure shores 4 hours later, 1 o'clock p.m. Everyone soon arrived to the shores of Kiri as they heard the clashes of kunai and the explosions on the land. Everyone smiled as they took a whiff of air. Ah, I love the smell of war in the evening, Enko said, which caused everyone to laugh. As everyone unhinged their appearances with the exception of Kushina and Kurenai, Naruto brought everyone together. Alright, let's get this training done. Show me that you have trained hard and show me your resolve, Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as Naruto stood up. Alright everyone. To your positions. Naruto yelled as everyone scattered. Enko, Haku, and Kushina ran to the appropriate shores from where the ships would come in. I can't wait to cause some carnage, Enko said to them. Haku and Kushina nodded as they soon landed to the appropriate shore. Soon the three girls were approached by members of the resistance. As they charged at the women, one of the men threw a kunai that Enko easily blocked. Soon the other members circled around her as Haku made some ice needles and Kushina took out her sword. What are you women doing here? One of them asked. Enko rolled her eyes as she wondered if she should kill these men, but against her judgment she didn't. Enko sighed as she looked at the men. We are here to help you with the war. Our leader is going to join up with yours to help you out, Enko said to them. All of the men glared at her as she sighed. Look, I really don't care if you believe me or not, but I suggest you do. Trust me when I say that we could kill you in a blink, but it is against our leader's wishes, so we won't, Enko said to them. Some of the men trembled from her gaze and lowered their weapons. What village are you from? He asked them. Enko turned to him and pointed to her forehead. I am not affiliated with any village for right now. So it's just our group. We were told to stop the incoming ships from entering the bay, Enko said to him. The leader looked at her and slowly lowered his weapon, which caused Enko to breathe easily for fear of having to attack them. Alright, we will believe this for now, but any funny stuff and we will restrain you three, he said to them. All three women rolled their eyes, but nodded as they waited for the ships to come into view. With Kiba and Kin, both ran through the dense forest of Kiri as they soon stopped as they found the resistance base camp. Both treaded softly as they walked into the area. Soon both kids were confronted by members of the resistance as they stopped, not looking to cause trouble, at least for the resistance. Who are you and why are you here? Someone asked them. Kiba and Kin looked to see the person was around their height. He had a weird-shaped sword on his back along with shark-like teeth. He also had blue and glasses on his face. He wore what appeared to be headphones on his head. He also wore a blue pin-striped shirt along with some camouflaged pants. We are here to help in the war of Kurigakure. Our leader said that we should, Kiba said to him. The boy slowly lowered his sword as he looked at the two. What can a couple of kids do? He asked them. Kiba and Kin narrowed their eyes at him. We can do a lot more than you ever could, Shark Boy, Kiba said to him. The boy scowled, but resisted the urge to lash out. I will take this up with our commander with this situation, but you will be detained for right now, the boy said to them. Kiba and Kin reluctantly nodded as they walked into the base of the rebels. With Sume, Hana, and Kurenai, all three women ran to the front lines as Naruto, Shizune, and Zabuza went their separate ways. Sume smelled the air as they neared the sounds of war. We are almost there. Let's get this little exercise over with, Sume told them. Both girls nodded as they soon entered the field. Smoke covered the area as Sume, Hana, and Kurenai stood in the middle of the battle. Well, let's get started, Sume said to them. Both nodded as Sume's chakra flared. Kuromaru next to her growled as those in the war were brought to the three girls' presence. As the dust settled, everyone looked at the three females. Who are you and which side are you on? Akiri Shinobi asked them. The rebels wanted to know also as they stared at the women. We are Kiri's biggest problem right now, Sume said as the other two nodded. Some of the rebels relaxed as they heard the woman talk. Soon two Kiri shinobi charged Sume in anger. Then you will die here, he said to her. Sume chuckled as Hana and Kurenai moved out the way. Sume's eyes slitted as she disappeared. Both stopped as they looked around for her. Too slow, Sume said as she slashed at their throats. Both men instantly fell to the ground dead as Sume swatted the blood from her hand. Sume chuckled as she turned to Hana and Kurenai. I shouldn't have all the fun, Sume said to them. Both women nodded as the rebel forces decided to help their mysterious allies. With Naruto, Shizune, and Zabuza, the three shinobi jumped through the trees as they soon to solid ground. All three looked around as they tried to find Mei and her forces. So where do you think she is, Naruto-kun? Shizune asked him. Naruto chuckled as he closed his eyes and focused chakra into his fox ears. Naruto smiled as he heard the fighting that Sume, Hana, and Kurenai were doing. I guess those three are having their fun, Naruto thought as he turned his head in another direction. Naruto smiled as he heard Mei's voice as she talked to one of her members. Found you, Naruto said, alerting the two to his voice. Naruto nodded his head as they ran in Naruto's direction. With Anko, Haku and Kushina, all three ladies waited patiently for the ships to arrive as they sat on the sand. Soon the rebels waited with them. After some irritating questions and interrogation, Anko and her group were allowed to help, much to the three women's relief. How long until they get here? Anko asked them. One of the men looked at her and sighed. They should be here in about 30 minutes, the leader said to them. Anko nodded painfully as she sat on the sand. So who is this leader of yours? Someone asked them. All three girls smiled as they turned to him. You will see him when this war is over. He will most likely be with your leader when this is over, Anko said to them. The man nodded as he acknowledged her answer. Sorry about all the interrogation we did, though it was just intense questioning. We have to be wary of spies, the leader said to them. All three girls shrugged their shoulders. It isn't that big a deal. We understand your problem, Haku said to them. The rebels nodded as they all waited for the appointed time to fight. 30 minutes later, Haku's ears twitched as she heard the sound of rushing water. Haku smirked as she got up. Anko-san, Kushina-san, we have company in a few minutes, Haku said to them. Anko smirked as she uncovered her arm. Anko soon focused chakra to her arm as she took her blade out of her arm. Kushina unsheathed her sword as the rebels spotted one of the many ships that would be coming. We have spotted the Kiri shinobi, sir, one of the men said to him. The man nodded as he turned to Anko and her group. So what are you doing? He asked her. Anko smirked as she focused chakra to her blade. Anko soon slashed across the sand as the dust soon picked up. Everyone shielded their eyes from the dust as it soon settled. Everyone looked at the massive line in the ground that Anko made. There is definitely more than 10 ships, but, Anko said as Haku and Kushina stood behind her. None of the people on those boats is going to pass this line, Anko said to him with a smirk. With Sume, Hana, and Kurenai, the front lines roared as the sound of yelling and metal clashing was heard throughout the field. Sume smiled as she soon took out another Kiri shinobi. The numbers of Kiri started to dwindle as Hana and her dogs fought the shinobi, but soon higher-ranked people were showing up as the fights lasted longer and longer. Sume charged at a man, but smirked when she hit a log instead. Finally, someone who can fight, Sume said as the person came into view. The man had black hair and a large sword on his back. He wore a black shirt and black pants. The man smirked as he looked at Sume. So it seems that the rebel trash has some help, the man said to her. Sume smirked with a nod. Yeah, what would they do without us? Sume said to him. The man narrowed his eyes at her. What is your name, woman? He asked her. Sume stood up and smirked as she placed a hand on her hip. You should say your own name, before asking for someone else's, Sume said to him. The man chuckled with a nod as he looked at her. I am Akazaki Reichizu. I am one of Lord Yagura's swordsmen of the mist. I'd prefer to hear the name of the people I kill, Akazaki said to her. Sume smirked as looked at him. I am Sume Inazuka. I am the maid of Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. That is the last name you will hear today, Sume said to him. Akazaki dropped his blade as he unrolled the bandages placed on it. Then it is time to end the rebel trash, Akazaki said to her. Soom smirked with a nod as she charged at him. Both collied as the impact could be heard from the front lines.